Hi, so we decided to drag Nighto into a very prominent and relevant situation, as in
That's me.
1 to 2 weeks ago. And
Yeah.
where do we begin with this?
All I know is that a lot of money was involved, and people got scammed, and a lot of people started beating each other up with sticks. Also,
Here's the
Doki Bird was involved, maybe, or she talked about it. I know she talked about it.
She talked about. I don't think she's involved. It's just that here's the simple thing. If $40,000 were on the line, how would you play in any video game? How would you play? Would you play like your life is on the line, or would you play like just casually? Simple question.
So that's why all of those like memes about Yu-Gi-Oh players like fighting for their life for an air fryer and $7 were coming from. I see. Okay, I'm excited.
In comparison, everything with Yu-Gi-Oh is life or death, because it quite literally is. That's how fast these matches go.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, it's shadow duels. Everyone does shadow duels.
It's like $5 is whatever, but $20 is $20 though, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna play.
$20.
I'm gonna fight for that $20 because I can get me a meal out of that.
Yeah, to address the Doki Bird, she was the situation with her is just literally what's the word? She was not involved, but she's kind of knee deep into, because a friend was a part of that group. So it's the kind of thing of not guilty by association. That's not the word I'm looking for. But she was.
That is absolutely not the thing you're looking for. Yeah. She is related tangentially and like talks about it.
Yeah. So she was in this situation of she talking with Snuffy. Just basically, I do not want to be involved with being a team captain or anything, or making any decisions. I just want to play.
Reasonable.
I just want to play games. Like, if I'm gonna be in this turn. Which is a very fair thing to ask. I'm not gonna be involved in any decision making process. You say I'm a team captain, but I don't want to be like making those decisions or anything like that. I'm just here to play.
Got it.
All right, so we are going to start the video, and this is a hour and 31. So this is going to be quite a thing, obviously.
Oh, that's a big boy video.
Okay. It is in sections, fine. But he gives the full context for things. So we are going to pause periodically, but this is just an insane situation.
Why did you... Oh shit! He had to do the gamer league.
I was playing before you called me. When you said, "Are you free?" I was like, "No, I'm playing Warframe. That's all I'm doing."
How to know when a situation is serious with Nighto? He closes out a Warframe. Oh shit!
I mean, yeah, I kind of have to. I need to log in for this shit. So, I'm gonna do something precarious. I'm gonna eat a fucking candy for freaking itchy throat. That's it.
Also, this intro is going to be very funny considering what today is.
Oh god, am I going to choke on my candy?
No. But eat that candy real quick though.
Yeah, Mugen.
I'm gonna take it out. I'm taking it out.
We know Mugen to be that kind of person that tries to get all the information on this drama, even in the chronological order if possible. And it's just like, this is just a crazy situation that.
Also, hey, if you like this video, please check out Mugen's channel. His channel is very in-depth when it goes over a lot of topics that happen amongst the internet. And it would literally be great if you checked out his channel, give it a like, and give him some views, please.
Yes, you should be knowing a lot more.
This is admittedly my first time watching one of his videos, so after I'm done, after we're done with here, I'm just gonna go to their channel and just like watch stuff on my own, because I want to give.
Oh, he got a lot of drama that's happened. Like but
if drama videos are funny, then I can watch them.
It's more of he's giving, like, I like to give you information baseline and not specifically skewed by bias. he's a perfect example of the kind of research I will do first and then put my own opinion about this. Because I have my opinion about this entire situation, but it's good to have videos like this, pretty much just laying everything out flat.
All right, let's go.
All
I'm
right.
ready. One streamer annihilated 3 popular bullies overnight.
A result or effect, typically
Oh,
one
full
that is
volume up.
unwelcome
Yeah, let me do that.
or
Yeah, there we go.
unpleasant. Now, I'm sure that this definition would work out in most situations,
double
but when
audio,
it comes
by
to
the
this
way.
incident that
know.
we're going to discuss,
I'm fixing it right
unpleasant
now.
is a massive understatement.
'Cause I have to do
how
it
else
at
would you
certain
explain
points. Is it
posting a
better?
video defending yourself
Yeah.
in the face
Yes.
of consequences and getting one of the worst like-to-dislike ratios I've ever seen in my entire
Oh, let me move
life? How
myself.
else would you
Even-
explain
even
community
that was-
notes that are so
Hold on.
ruthless that they put
Even I'm gonna go back just a tad bit. Even if that was skewed
you in
by
physical
the return,
Let me make
the
myself slightly
dislike.
smaller on the screen so that people can see the fucking.
statement. Because how else would you
Yikes.
explain
Don't
posting
worry,
a video defending
again, Phil
yourself
will
in
have
the face
the
of consequences
video
and getting
itself. Even
Yeah.
if that was skewed,
Yikes.
even if this was skewed, this is still not a good look at all, regardless.
That's not good, brother. That's not good. That's not good.
By the
Oh,
way,
God.
this is CC's what's called I wouldn't say reaction, but response. There you go. It's her response video to
Oh,
Kingsman's
the ukulele
original.
moment.
Yes, this is her ukulele moment. And
Oh,
she
God.
even tried.
Oh, boy.
I think he will mention this later, but she basically trying to emotionally manipulate people by making her voice a little more cutesy and stuff like that.
I see.
just let the video play.
Let's watch the
worst
video. Let's watch the
like-to-dislike
video.
ratios I've ever seen in my entire life.
Jesus, that's
How
fucking
else
rough.
would you explain community notes that are so ruthless that they put you in
God, the
physical
community
pain when
notes.
you read them?
It's the
All
one
of these
feature of
start you
Twitter
joining
that I
the
still
chaos
appreciate.
and start canceling their contracts with you. I mean, really, is unpleasant truly a word that can
Oh,
describe how bad this is when there's
okay.
an NBA team that's making fun of you on their TikTok page? When you screwed up
shit.
so hard that your name is now used as cultural lingo to signify a bad
God
player in a
damn.
multiplayer game. I mean, seriously. How the hell
This
did it
is
get so
bad.
bad?
This is being
Well, at its
someone-
essence, this incident wasn't centered on a game or a community. This was something that everyone can understand. A victim standing up to his very ruthless bullies. They held more power and influence over him and managed to cause considerable damage. He was framed, and they tarnished his reputation. He would then, all alone, stand up for himself.
That ping
And when
is
the
still
community had his
horrendous.
back, the bullies would not only double down, they would triple down and quadruple down, never once apologizing to him. This truly showed us how vile they truly were as they were being cornered by the
What is
entire
this?
internet. So
Wait,
no
what?
wonder this
Oh,
escaped
wait,
containment.
hold on.
Yep.
Am I reading that correctly?
I'm looking at my calendar right now.
Oh no. Phil, no.
Realistically,
no,
this is
Phil,
probably
it
this
just started.
video
We just
is
started.
I know. I was like,
this video is gonna be pretty funny
Alright,
and
everyone,
we're gonna release.
Everyone calm down. Everyone calm down. Phil, get the koofies on. We need to protect it. We need to protect ourselves.
I'm chill. I'm just waiting at this
Yeah.
point. Like,
Outside
Sorry,
of
that
Marvel
took me
Rivals
out.
Newbie,
It's like I was looking at my setup and there's like, oh,
wondering
hold
what
on.
happened,
Can you-
asking,
Yeah,
hey,
pause.
Pause.
For a second. I was looking at like, oh, there's a little bit of a black square on the video. I need to move the capture for a second, and then I like notice. Hold on, wait, what? Okay. All right, continue. Sorry.
to get details about this. And I mean, of
It's so
course they
wild.
do, because this story not only plays out like a classic movie plotline, it also has an
What is it?
extremely satisfying ending.
Why is
However,
it
the
always
ending
the
is even
secret
more
racist
satisfying if you
Discord
truly
messages?
understand every aspect
always
that led up to
Discord.
it. And seeing that there's
It's
a lot of
always
details
Discord.
involved, I figured
always
we
Discord.
have to talk about it, which is why I'm making
my
this
God.
video. So, without further ado, here's the full story of how Kingsman stood up to his 3 bullies and won. Let's do this. All right, so
those
first
numbers
things
are going up,
first.
brother.
Who the hell is
Good.
Kingsman 265? Well, before even starting to upload videos or create content, he was someone who had already spent time in first-person
this
shooter
game
games,
brings
most
me
notably
back.
Hyperscape.
And I
The
agree.
Ubisoft
I
game came
think
out in
this game
2020.
died too
According to
soon.
him, he
Is
played this game back when
unfortunately,
he was
I understand the
16 years
learning
old,
curve of this
and
game
he was
is
so good at it that at
unreal.
some point he was number one on the leaderboard. Quite the achievement, especially since this game had a crazy learning curve. That unfortunately wouldn't last because the game would prove to be unpopular and shut down very shortly after.
Oh, it's a Ubisoft game. That's their problem.
And just like in Hyperscape,
Here's the
That's
thing
why
that
I
it
too,
is
achieving
also
top-ranked
oversaturation
consistent.
of the battle
For Kingsman,
royale
though,
genre,
everything would change
because
when
I
Marvel
personally
Rivals
think
would
that
come out on
game
December
did
6th,
stand out. It's
2024.
just
This is when he would
too-
pivot to
it came out
full
to
time. And just like in the other games he played, he was
Too much
also
noise, yeah.
incredibly skilled here, reaching top 500 in multiple roles using multiple heroes, while also managing to become the rank 1 magic player, a character that's not even ranked at the
Oh,
top
I
of the
respect
meta.
that.
Look,
I
by
love
this point
Magic.
it was obvious. Kingsman wasn't just
Me who has
talented
never
at
played
Marvel
Marvel
he was
Rivals
talented
but
in
see
general
blonde
in
woman with a
competitive
great
games.
sword.
Unfortunately, though, this ridiculous
sorry.
amount of skill wouldn't translate into much viewership. He would start streaming in the summer of 2023 and would continue streaming regularly, consistently.
God, FNAF.
And yet for almost 2 years and a half, the growth wouldn't translate into much, with him peaking at around 150 average viewers. That's just the reality of the streaming landscape, especially when it came to a game
I think
like
it's safe to
Marvel
put my
Rivals.
candy back
So
on.
on January 12th, 2026, when Basim ZB, a Marvel Rivals content creator, would announce that he was hosting a tournament for Marvel Rivals titled Creator Cup with a $40,000 prize pool, including 48 creators, one of them being Kingsman. As you can imagine, he was very excited. This is an opportunity to not just showcase your content and your
Yeah, so-
gameplay, but also a shot
Okay.
at winning a prize.
Can you,
This
like,
prize pool
pause
also
it for a
didn't come from
second?
just anywhere. It was
I was like, a part of me confused this with, I think it was the Satan Slam or a different thing, where like money came after and it was just a mostly for fun thing. So this was
Yes.
a tournament that was like from the get go, we got
No.
big money over here. You gotta play to win, and if you don't play to win, well,
No,
we'll see.
this was originally had no money in it. It wasn't until
Oh.
Basm went to NetEase and they basically said, "Yeah, we will support this tournament. We give you the money to do so." No, from Flats, if you heard of him, he was invited before this was what's it called. This had a prize pool and he declined. He didn't have time and all that. But this was later on where the money started to come into play. So,
officially being
Okay, got
sponsored
it.
by NetEase Games, the creators of the game. The way this was structured was simple. There would be 8 different captains, and on the 13th of January, they'd all be present on Basim's livestream to create their team from those 40 invited content creators. In the case of Kingsman, he'd end up being picked by the captain, Cece. She admitted during the draft pick that she didn't know him, she just knew that he was very skilled. Alongside him, she would pick a few other teammates. What you have to keep in mind are 2 names in particular, Zaza Stack and Luciasa. You see, Kingsman was streaming as Cece was picking her team, and from the moment
okay, I'm
this
gonna
team
pause
was
this for
formed,
myself. Here's the effed up thing. They will get into this, but this bottom left, Zelda Stack is the Black Widow player.
Okay.
The other 2 duelists she has on that list, right, would be a lot more better than Black Widow herself. And I say this as one is a sniper and one is essentially Hanzo. I'm much rather.
Wait.
Yeah, Hawkeye is
that-
essentially Hanzo.
No, hold on. Is that person why people were memeing on Black Widow lately too?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
She is. She will
Oh,
be the
boy.
player in question right now.
Okay.
But I'm just saying,
Alright.
reading off the list, these are the 3 characters that they play, pretty much.
I see.
So
Alright,
that's
gotcha,
that's
gotcha.
what I'm saying. It's just like this would have been fine because literally, if she had the ability and listed the fact that she plays other characters and not, it's just, we'll get into it, but it's infuriating. Just seeing this by itself.
Yeah.
signaled one worry that he had, Zaza Stack. So shortly after the draft, he would get into a call with the team captain, Cece, and he would express his worries. He'd very clearly outlined to her that he was worried about Zaza Stack, not because of her skill, not because of her as a person, but because she was the only content creator that was based in Australia when everyone else was playing on US-based servers. This meant that she had 200
that explains the high ping.
And to make matters worse, she was a Black Widow main, a sniper character that of course needs way less than 200 ping to be accurate, while also being a character that's completely out of meta. CC would reassure Kingsmen during their call that don't worry, European players have 150 ping, Zaza stack isn't that far behind, and that her Black Widow was really good, asking him to be patient until he saw her performance himself. So look, by this point, everything was cordial, everything was friendly and reasonable. It was no secret that Kingsman was worried, but he was optimistic. He wanted to give this team a chance, especially seeing that there was a $40,000 prize pool and he was a completely broke college student. He wanted to give it his best shot and chose to give Zazastack the benefit of the doubt. What he could have never seen coming, though, is that this team wasn't going to be too far off from those terrible group projects you had in high school, where you were put with the most entitled, vile bullies. Alright, so here's the deal. A Marvel Rivals team has 6 players. There are different heroes with different roles, and you can use varying combinations to come up with a strategy. At the moment though, the best strategy is pretty straightforward, and it's used by all pro players. It's called triple support, and it involves having half your team pretty much be support heroes. Seeing that there's not really much you can do to counter a team like this, everyone has been using it to rank up. It's actually very similar to what happened with Overwatch 1 at some point, when the meta used to be 3 supports and 3 tanks. Everyone was using it and you couldn't counter it in any way, shape, or form. Seeing that Kingsman was intending to do his absolute best in this tournament and wanted his team to win, he assumed that his team would also have the same mentality and go with the best meta team possible. Shortly before the tournament would begin, he'd go live on his channel with the intent of scrimming with his team, which meant playing against other teams in this tournament before the tournament began, just to practice. The only person who had shown up was CC. He had to go out of his way to contact everyone else in order for them to get there. 2 of the players couldn't even make it. They found replacements for them, but the only players that showed up from his team were CC, Zazastack, and Luciasa. As you can imagine, the scrims went terribly, and I can't remember the last time I had to force myself to watch something this much because of how uncomfortable it was. But I'm not going to be the only one suffering here. I'm going to show you multiple clips of these scrims so you can understand how terrible the team dynamic was and how vile this team was.
Need to get the context.
In the first clip, Kingsman expresses shock when his teammates tell him they don't intend to run the best meta team composition in the game. Seeing that some of the people playing this tournament were pro players, this was pretty much similar to saying, hey, we're going to throw the game on purpose. Watch.
We're not going to run triple support for the tournament?
No, we're not.
Where did you get that idea that we were?
We were lost. What?
Where is this triple support coming from? I don't really
Okay, then we don't play. Okay, well, this is gonna be a hard tourney then.
Yeah, you like.
You just think it's gonna be a hard game.
No, guys, I want to try hard this tourney, but
we don't run triple support, like hard meta, bro, we're never winning.
it's a $40,000 tourney, guys.
Yeah,
We're
but
gonna
you
need
can still
triples.
win on off-meta characters. Other people gonna be playing off-meta too. Like,
I don't think
Guys, I can blink. I'm gonna bring Dan to the tournament. It's gonna be fine.
just walk out.
It's gonna be fine. I have Dan. I have a pocket
We're still in the
Dan.
complete beginning of the scrims. This is like the first game they're playing together. The only person attempting to take it seriously was someone who wasn't even on the team.
Oh, it hurts, doesn't it?
The people
I don't
arguing
like
with him
it.
are both Cici and Luciasa, who kind of sound similar, as well as Zazastack. She's the one with the Australian accent. And from their tone, you can tell that they're clowning on him, even though Kingsman is one of the best players in the game.
Like that's
Still,
what also I
you don't
don't
get
get.
to
How you
Kingsman's level of
tell
skill
someone
if you
who's
just gave
literally
up
number
easily. So he
one
kept trying
on
to
a
talk sense
character
into his
that
team and
this is
only
not
kept
gonna
getting
work.
shut down.
Talk some
Well, I
sense into
mean,
these guys because they don't want to run triple support.
It's gonna. It's called the Dunning-Kruger effect.
characters I don't know how to play.
Might like to look it up.
Like,
But every
Sometimes
team
when
will.
you're stupid, you think that you know more than people who are
You
actual
don't think
experts
any
on the
team will want
subject.
to run triple support.
No, you can barely get Matthew to play freaking support, let alone
Oh my god.
If Matthew's playing for 40 grand, he's gonna play triple support.
I got mad.
As you could tell, he was starting to lose his mind. Guys, there's $40,000 on the line, and you think that people weren't going to use the best meta composition in this tournament.
I
The team
don't
captain
rule.
was not taking him
$3
seriously, and
grand is
Zaza
$3
Stack was not
grand,
even
dude.
attempting to offer to try support.
I would
Yo, I
do
could
all
use
kinds
it.
of cheese
Desperate, and he even
tactics. What
offered to
are we
play
talking
support
about?
himself,
I could
showing
use
he was
some
willing to do
40K right
anything
now.
for his team to win.
Yeah, hold on.
something
Can you
his
pause it real
teammates
quick?
apparently didn't really agree on.
Just couldn't.
Yeah, what's
I want to let you know. If 40K was on the line, I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel.
Hands,
I would be playing the most meta deck Or if I had to, I will play Blue Eyes because that's 40K in my pocket. No, I'm playing Blue Eyes. I hate Blue Eyes, but if I know I can get an easy dub, I will play Blue Eyes if money is on the line. Let that be known real quick how how much this just fucking upsets me.
There is a time and a place for a funny haha skeleton discard deck. And there is a time and a place for you gotta fucking lock in. That's a house! That's a house! That's a car!
It's literally lock in, bro. It's about to get real.
Oh my god.
It's so fucked.
It really is.
Okay. Go on, keep going. I need more.
I can learn him too and play him.
You need 2 tanks though for
I think I might play Magic if I play this game actually.
Yeah, I can play second.
It's really fun.
Your chatters that freaking are keyboard Andes, bro.
He would offer to play support, he would offer to play tank.
Oh, not the word
just
Andy!
more disrespect. He would continue to argue his point, trying to find some sort of compromise with Zaza's stack. His teammates were not having it, and this is what the team captain, the leader here, CC, had to say to him. An incredible response, watch.
Hold on, Kingsman, you're gonna tilt me, bro. We haven't even played against them yet, bro. chill.
It's important to draft a good
Okay, I'm gonna pause this again. What's tilting me is the bro. Shut up.
We haven't played it again.
You're doing scrims.
There's this funny thing called tapes that you can watch on like the players that you're gonna go up against, where you can see what kind of tech they're packing, and yeah.
The problem is usually with scrimmages, it's literally you're trying to figure things out. And if, like I said, this literally is during the time you need to figure out what you guys are going to do. Is there a suggestion that comes out and you don't, look at it, especially during scripts? It's not like it was like the tournament or anything. No, this is during them testing.
Yeah.
Seeing what they're going to go with in the tournament. And then you have these much arguments.
I trust me, I've done training mode so many hours. I got this, man. I got this.
Oh my god. I got this. Alright, we continue.
Go.
Before the match starts.
No shit, bro. But you think Zaza's gonna swap after we had this conversation 10 different times?
Yeah, I don't know how to tell you when you keep asking. Like,
I'm telling you right now, she's gonna start on Widow no matter what you say.
I don't even think I've been playing that bad in our scrims on Widow either.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I believe you. I know you won't. I know you're not bad at the character. That's not my point.
I want Zaza.
Not once did Kingsman disrespect Zaza, her skill, her playstyle, her as a person. His main worries stemmed purely from how the other team was going to counter her character, just naturally, just based on dynamics. Zaza's stack would argue, my performance isn't even that bad. That's gonna age like milk. Because very
Hold on,
after,
pause it.
pummeled.
Pause it. I need you to look at the scoreboard that they have on right now. Look at Zaza's kills right now. Now look above her real quick.
Yeah, this is not the first game. I think it was either the second or third game we need to pay attention to. So no, to be clear, Black Widow is not a terrible character, but if we're talking in a competitive sense, she is not the first thing I would immediately go with.
Unless you're cracked at it.
By the enemy
But
team.
not with 2000 ping.
Say, do you see my point? This is when he would truly start to get disrespected by his team to the maximum level. Take a look.
Do you see my point? Now imagine Zaza trying to live that, right? It's not gonna happen.
Busy dueling with Spider-Man, bro.
Bro, none of them
Back to
live,
you guys
bro.
now.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
Wait, I'm like learning him.
But Bucky
I'm
will.
so for
Bucky
real,
will
bro.
prevent that.
Like, no one is living a 5-man run into their spawn, bro. Kingsman, shut up, bro. Just mic off.
They're
in
living
2
with triple
seconds,
support.
bro. You made your point and it's not gonna happen.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
All chats are getting annoyed now.
Yeah, by this point, Kingsman's own chat had lost hope. W ego, it's fucking over. Is she dumb? She is so fucking mean. Rip, it's over. Yeah, you're not sniffing $1. You are not getting any money, lil bro. The cherry on top here was the fact that they would win this game.
Yikes.
Purely because the rank 1 Magic, Kingsman, would carry the hell out of his dumbass team. Zaza's stack was
So, whose advice are you gonna take?
Oh, Jesus.
He is the Magic player with 13 and 2, or the freaking Widow with 21. And this is
fucking
not even.
Christ.
This is not even
Wait,
the
hold
worst
on.
one.
I need to duck myself over here so that I can see that abysmal KDA ratio. Wow.
It's insane.
That's incredible. I can't.
It's
Here's the
fucking
thing. Just seeing
insane.
his numbers,
Listen.
one thing. Understanding what these numbers mean. I think Mugen also goes into that. Knowing what these numbers mean. As we go and go forward with the video, it gets worse.
I'm gonna say something, and like
Oh, yeah.
I love my boy. I love my boy Paimon. He's from Australia. I trust him with MMOs, but barely. I would not trust him with a sniper in a game like this.
Yeah, respectfully, don't play a sniper if you
It's
have
just-
Australian ping. It's like you might be a good player, but don't.
By the way, Paimon, I missed you. Come back. Anyway, go on.
Eliminations. 2. I want to emphasize to you how much of an achievement
Yeah.
that is. Getting a kill in this game isn't like in Call of Duty or other FPS games. If you just as much touch an opponent that ends up dying later by your teammate, it counts as a kill. Like literally just doing 1 damage. This meant
Wait,
that throughout the
it's
entire
not
game, she
assists?
only hit 2
Mhm.
Nope.
Oh.
Assist
Okay, keep going, keep going.
different.
different people as a sniper.
Okay.
That's just how crazy this is.
That's-
And no one saw this as a
Oh my
problem
God.
except for Kingsman.
Good
That's how
Lord.
crazy the situation was. No matter what Kingsman would say, how he tried to formulate a sentence, how he would try to get the point across, he would always be disrespected. Like in this clip, watch.
Just save your breath.
Because I'm not swapping over Black
Yeah,
Widow.
yeah.
Okay, then we lost the tournament.
You don't
GG, go next.
understand that.
That's literally how it works.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not happening, bro.
Oh my god, I just gotta talk about this fucking conversation now.
Nah, bro. And she's gonna make another video, bro, for sure.
Yeah, you're.
Oh, this is an important conversation.
Okay. I see.
Want to see something really ironic? As soon as this game started, literally as soon as this game started, one of the first people who died was Cece, and then
There's one. Luna one.
Zaza Stack immediately by Spider-Man. By the way, I just want to emphasize,
So
Cece had
you want to hear something funny that doesn't be explained in this video? You know, during the
Yeah,
tournaments,
what's up?
guess what's the first thing that happened?
Oh, Saza killed, died
Yes.
instantly.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
old Kingsman
See, I like how she
specifically, when they
goes,
had
"Oh,
the
he's
call
gonna make a
first on
video
the
out of
screen,
this," like,
that
oh.
Zaza was great at
No,
taking out Spider-Man.
he's talking
That's why
about
she's Widow.
another
You wanna see
drama
something
tuber.
even more ironic? Kingsman would get 18 eliminations.
Jesus
carrying
Christ.
out
Okay,
the-
man.
This is what we wanted to draw your attention to.
Zero.
You 0-5 and think you, oh god.
Oh my
Now, with that knowledge
goodness.
that you know now about how KOs work, this is so bad.
Oh, don't not even hit a single person. That's fucked up.
And this man is
That's
carrying
fucking
the entire
wild.
team on his back, 18 and 2. Jesus.
That's not getting. That's fucked up. I can't even like. I'm trying to like think about fighting game analogies for this, but like my brain can't conjure one because it's not the same.
I got a perfect analogy. Imagine,
go on.
imagine one particular player, a goat. Let's just say someone like Sonic Fox, that's literally going, just literally clear. Oh,
Ah.
matter of fact, here's a better word. Literally, Sonic Fox versus the world, the Skullgirls tournament.
No, yeah.
That,
Okay,
that man is just carrying an entire East Coast. It's like, gee.
It's just like it's just more like me thinking, what is the equivalent of getting this type of score in a fighting game? Is it just getting perfected? But you're in a team game.
Get double.
So,
no, here
Is it happy birthday?
This is the equivalent of someone complaining about someone who barely can get a round off of somebody, and usually getting triple perfect in Tekken.
Oh, the person who can't escape the fucking chain throws. I see.
Yeah.
This is someone who gets like touched by king once, and then the match is over.
Yeah, pretty much.
Zaza Stack couldn't
Alright,
even
go on.
hit one person. 0 kills as a sniper. 5 deaths and 0 assists. Assists are purely for healers, people who give you buffs, and if you get a kill, they get an assist. Zaza couldn't hit a single enemy that died this game. A single one. He would keep emphasizing his arguments, the fact that he went against #1 Black Widows in games and saw that they couldn't handle certain compositions. He really tried to get the point across that it's not Zaza's stack that he has a problem with, it's purely the character pick, still nothing. This would all culminate in one of the most disrespectful things that were said to him by the team captain. And since she was streaming too, might as well show you her perspective while she was saying it. Watch.
We are running into Snake Aces team. I don't understand, bro. I don't get it. You're making me mad, bro. We've been playing against Snake Aces team. This is their team. The only difference is one support player, bro. We won.
Like, this is the most triggering thing
now,
about
bro.
this
Like,
girl is the
This is
brow.
getting annoying and you're making Zaza sad. Like, it's not gonna happen. She's gonna play Black Widow, so just shut up for 2 seconds and just play this goddamn scrim. Like, I don't get it, bro. Thank you. Oh my god, like, just shut up, bro. Like, we're not gonna swap.
If you're concerned about their dive, you just trade back.
What an incredible display by the team captain, who's meant to
Yep,
keep
team captain, by
who's
the
meant to
way.
understand all the perspectives in her team and find a middle ground. In her mind, she probably thought, Slay Queen, I'm being a girl boss right now. In reality, she was being a nasty bully. Not just her though, the other 2 girls as well. Out of all the scrims, this team ended up playing, so around 7 different games.
It's the
Zaza
argument
would
of
do
you
well
making
on the
her
last
sad.
one.
It's like,
Zaza would
listen,
carry
but
every
$40,000
single game. That's not
though.
an exaggeration. He
Like,
was really carrying his team hard.
like, they're
But it
right
just so happened
there.
that
I can
Zaza
see
got
them.
MVP once.
I can see
Here's how
them.
his
I
team
can
reacted.
see
Look for yourself.
the
This is really the last straw here.
Jesus, no.
Literally, the entire audience can see that money just dissipating.
I don't talk. I just tell people to shut up when they're talking. That's all.
Oh, that was horrible.
I didn't talk shit at all. When did I talk shit?
He didn't. He just said, hey, we should probably swap. Oh, you're not allowed to talk. Okay, okay. I see.
That's normally how it
We're
goes.
playing those games.
You're not the only one.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
playing.
sorry.
The only one here with this ping,
Report
by
it.
the way.
You're not a terrible person. Doesn't make you a terrible person.
I think everyone
Ridiculous.
on this team
Just be
understands.
nice. Like just be chill. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
sorry,
yeah,
I'm
you have
just
passion
so
to win as
negative.
well, and like
Uh-huh.
I
Fuck
really
outta here,
want to
bro.
win as well. Intentionally
Get me the
done
fuck out of here.
because
Hold on,
I'm not-
pause it, pause
Yeah,
it, pause it on this thing. I just noticed something.
What?
Yeah. What's
Everyone is Grandmaster. Who isn't Grandmaster right now?
up? Oh, that's true. Everyone is Grandmaster and above, and she's in Diamond 1.
Yeah. And by the way, that's an alt account he has.
You know what? Hey, Phil. I
Mhm.
know that there's like 5K on the local tournament, but my little cousin, he's been practicing, he's been labbing. He's been labbing like an hour a day after he does his homework, and he's really good at Evil Ryu. Be
Places-
cautious, bro.
Places a head on his shoulder. No, that man's going 0-3 in pools. He's not making out of it. No.
It's happening right now! What you talking about? This is living his best life. Look at him go.
5K on the line, and you want me to? Okay.
Oh, dude. Oh my god. Oh, that's like, I would not even do that to my friends, man.
Here's the thing on my side. I would
Like, if-
I would do everything like in Kingsman stuff. There's stuff that I would have done, but it's the kind of thing of, I'm not gonna lie, just how I am. I would be more in the passive of just let these girls talk, because it's like it's also the social media landscape side of things. Of would have had a justifiable crash out. Don't get me wrong, but how he would be perceived is the problem as well. It's just like, you know
Well,
what?
yeah,
It's
it's
better to just let them talk and then move on in real life. It's the kind of thing of realize you ain't getting that money. And just
Yeah.
get
the bag
far
is
away from
gone.
that. Get far away from that situation. It's just like I'm not being associated with these girls. I don't care for them, and he will bring it up. But there's another effed up to all this. It gets even more effed somehow.
Oh boy.
So
Oh
all right,
boy,
let's
let's
continue.
keep looking.
But they're down to wait for us.
Whatever, I want money. I'm still
Just
gonna play. I
layers.
really-
Everybody still want to play base.
By this point, I really want to emphasize just how professional Kingsman has remained throughout
Like I
this
said,
entire
this,
thing.
I'm
Compared
not
to
gonna
the
lie,
average
it's gonna be
person, I mean,
me.
hell, compared to me,
This is
in
whatever,
his
I
shoes,
just
I would
want
have
my
already
money.
crashed out a long time ago. I mean, she was over here saying that she was throwing on purpose because he was being icky to her, and that once he finally shut up, she could perform
Literally,
well.
what
We all
is
know
this,
that's
high
a lie. She
school?
couldn't even
I
get one
see.
kill. So why
Well,
did
I
Kingsman
mean,
actually stay and deal with
some
this
people just never
disgusting
grow out of that,
disrespect,
man.
this bullying? Well, he would explain it himself. Eventually, the scrims would end. He'd leave to continue playing ranked, and then he would tell his stream straight up.
I'm just here to win the tournament, you know? I need that money.
Just want
I'm
money.
fucking broke. I like money. And
Right?
$3,000
Right?
or $40,000,
Oh my god!
which has a prize pool for first place
Like-
of $3 grand, is a lot of money for me. I could really use
Dude,
that to
you-
help
you
pay
can't-
my college. You know?
Get-
College tuition
Right?
is very expensive.
Oh my god.
So that's what it was.
He's almost
lot
like
of
a
people can
person.
relate to this.
He's
College
almost like a
tuition is
human
crippling
being.
debt to just about anyone in the US. And on top of that,
Oh my
winning
God.
$3,000 would also mean that maybe you don't have to eat cup noodles every day. When you're a full-time
Yeah,
student
maybe.
who doesn't work a part-time job on the side, $3,000 can really make or break an entire year of studies. Every dollar counts, which is why he was willing to deal with this blatant disrespect, all for the sake of maybe paying off some of his college loans. Unfortunately,
It'd be
though,
really
even after
cool.
dealing with so much disrespect, with so much blatant bullying, it would all prove to be for nothing, because he wouldn't even get an opportunity to participate in the tournament. Shortly
Oh, did
after
they just
telling his
get him?
chat why winning is such a big deal for him,
You
he'd go
will
AFK
get
for a
into
few
it,
minutes,
just
come
keep
back,
watching.
and announce
Alright.
something so ridiculous that it would make anyone's blood boil.
Well, I was just kicked out of the tournament. Well, unfortunate. Yep, I know. I've been messaging Bazin for the past like 20 minutes and nothing to do. I just gotta get removed, I guess. Wow. What a joke, bro. I
That's-
mean, like, that's just insane. I can't. Unreal, bro, unreal. That's crazy,
Nope.
bro. That's fucking crazy.
Fucking.
Wow. Wow.
As you can
How
see,
does
his
this
chat was
reflect on the
absolutely
tournament, I
shocked.
wonder?
Anyone with a brain cell would be shocked. And Kingsman was speechless. Kicked for what? Enduring bullying? Wanting your team to win? Giving advice from your own experience playing in the highest ranks? And to top it all off, the reason for him being kicked wasn't specified to the public. The tournament organizer, Basim ZB, would give a very vague answer when asked why he was kicked. And he made it sound like something that was completely unforgivable. This didn't help
Oh,
at all
God.
because it only
Oh,
fueled
no.
rumors and
Oh,
theories
no.
that were way
What
worse
is
than what
it?
actually occurred. See for yourself.
This guy is a wimp. He's a total wimp.
My decision. He was kicked out was, for violating rules. All right, I'm gonna just say that because I mean I'm keeping it as respectful as possible.
Oh,
Right?
no,
I'm a tournament host.
bro.
There is a level of
This man has no
creator
spine.
respect, and this is not. I'm saying like somebody calls somebody a poopy head, they don't get kicked out of the tournament. There's reasons for this, okay? And it's not just a one-time thing because I understand warning is not an option. No. Because if there's warnings,
was
everybody's
one
gonna get
call,
warnings.
bro.
There's a zero tolerance policy. He wants to play and he wants to win and he wants a lot of people to switch to different team comps. I understand he wants to win. I get it. You cannot avoid the fact it was very toxic. There's a lot of different things.
What?
All right. I
Ah,
understand.
okay,
Because I
yeah.
was a college student
Well,
once too.
you know
I
what?
get
He
it.
didn't
I
have
got
the
no
tapes,
personal beef
so-
with Kingsman. I got no beef with Kingsman. I got no beef with anybody.
I got no beef
man.
with Kingsman.
So,
This bitch has. This man's a bitch. This dude's a
all
bitch.
right, I'm gonna play very few sound clips, but this one definitely is warranted.
Oh, brother.
Oh, bro.
Yeah,
God,
There
it's
it is.
But
it's like
here's the thing:
Dude,
he is the tournament organizer, and on top of that, he is not like he's getting sponsored. He is. Why is he needing to hold his tongue at all when he doesn't need to be?
Yeah.
He
And
g-
why are you defending these? Like, what was?
Yes, yeah, that's
Like,
exactly
why are you
it.
defending these people? That's
And the question
thing.
is, why do you ban the other girls or the other offenders? Why is it just specifically Kingsman?
Yeah, it's
by
just the
that
guy
logic.
that was trying to help his team out and being like, hey, can you like not fucking go broke on this tournament, please? It would be really cool if we had like a fighting chance. And everyone is like, shut the fuck up, idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm good.
Yeah, it's a straight up rules for
I'm
Steve,
Diamond
but
One.
not for me.
Oh, God. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
But
Really
at the same
continue.
time, what he did was unforgivable. What he did has a zero tolerance policy. He doesn't even deserve a warning, just an immediate kick. That's just how bad it is. Look, it was
Yeah.
obvious he was trying to quell down the flames, but this did nothing but put fuel on it. It was handled horribly. Not to mention that
Oh my
as time
God.
went by, CC would continue to talk shit behind Kingsman's back.
I open up the chat.
There was
and
no
I
review
immediately
process
see,
either.
CC
Yeah.
saying I was shit talking the tourney and my members, and all I gotta say is I tried to be so polite the whole tournament, and I literally have been so
Basim.
respectful of Basm. I've been
ranked up. Let's go.
I've been promoting this tournament for weeks, and obviously
Good for
maybe
you,
there was a
King.
joke in passing. I mean, like 5 minutes ago, Tato, I literally heard you say this tournament's gonna be dog shit, bro. Like
Yeah.
because there's no bans. Obviously, there's jokes in passing, but all I'm gonna say is one of my viewers showed me that 20 minutes before I got kicked,
Take it on
CC said
Bible.
she had to go do something real quick.
So this was Kingsman talking to another streamer about his kick.
Bro, that's a red flag immediately off the bat.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
it's just like that. And on top of that, it's like that is so slimy as well. It's just like, oh, I have this very bad experience. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna get on a call and then call go to whine to somebody just to kick them out of the tournament because it's just like, oh my god.
Yeah, no. This. Go on. Keep going. I want to keep going.
Arguing that there was nothing he said that was worse than what others have been saying throughout the tournament. Also showcasing to us that CC has been talking shit behind his back even after he was kicked, adding that she might have had something to do with this kick because she went AFK on her stream to talk to Basim on a phone call. And finally, Kingsman went as far as having to explain to people that he was not a misogynist. Zaza Stack would complain to her Discord about how toxic he was to her, and someone would just randomly say that Kingsman's chat was
God.
misogynistic, that they were a reflection of his misogyny, that him asking Zaza, someone who can't even get one kill in an entire game, to switch to another hero was him being misogynistic. And since Basim ZB, the organizer of the tournament, refused to elaborate on why he was kicked, these rumors were running wild. It was so unfortunate. I mean, the guy did nothing wrong. His name was being ran through the mud. This is why after being kicked, he would decide to make a 1-hour, 16-minute video titled "I was kicked from a $40,000 tournament."
Yep.
He'd upload it on January 18th and it would quickly go mega viral, being spread everywhere on social media. All the clips that we watched so far were from his video. But what's really sad here isn't just how he was disrespected by these people he had just met recently, it's also the fact that someone he considered a friend, Luciaza, someone he was excited to play with, also talked shit behind his back. I mean, this is what he had to say when he found out he was on the same team as her. Look at this.
Lucy? Yes! It's winnable. Wait. Actually, that's actually fire. This is winnable. We win this. This is actually doable. Me and Lucy are on the same team. $40,000 tournament. There's no way she's gonna throw. So that means we're gonna actually win.
Yeah,
That's actually
this
doable.
is a duo, by
Okay,
the way.
Cece's got a good draft. Good draft. Oh, he picked that.
She was there during the scrims, by the way. She had nothing to say
That
to
feels
defend him. In
bad,
fact, she decided
man.
to side with CC and Zaza Stack. And here's what she would say behind his back on her own stream. Watch.
I need this for my college. I need this for my college. I have about 6 or 7 more years.
Yeah, we were dealing with some of the most vile.
I felt a violent reaction. It's like, you are the one of the most insufferable people. Like, those girls are bad, but she is absolutely the worst of this group. Because it's like, how are you going to no
Throwing someone under the bus like that? Jesus.
throwing someone under the bus, backstabbing, and then just trying to make a 6-7 joke on top of that? It's like, you are the worst.
Oh, it gets worse.
Somehow
How can it
does
get worse than
worse.
this? How can it get worse than this?
Let's find out.
Disgusting
I guess we'll
bullies
find out.
you can imagine. People who had no empathy, no understanding, and no respect. Not just because Kingsman was a top 1
This
player,
man,
but because
this
he was a
person
human
desecrates
being,
the
another
image of
person.
Tachyon.
But regardless, the tournament would still go on. Cece
I
would
see
be
that
asked on
icon.
stream why Kingsman was kicked, and she would again run his name through the mud with Luciasa in front of her viewers. Watch.
What happened with Kingsman getting kicked?
It's so like Boston pulled me aside and was just like, a lot of people were coming to him, like chatters and stuff, were showing him
Oh
clips of
yeah,
him
a lot of
like
people.
saying disrespectful things about the tournament, like us as a team, and like saying we were gonna lose and all that stuff, and like Boston was just not having it, and so he asked me, and I was just like, it's kind of just like if you think so. But apparently he was like muting in like while we were in Discord and then saying like, oh yeah, we're gonna lose, and these guys, my team sucks. And then he was talking about like how some other tournament he's in was like way better. And I think Bassam was just not taking that disrespect. And Loki, like I didn't want the disrespect either. Like I didn't want someone on the team that was just constantly gonna like shit talk us to his chat.
Okay, girl.
But I was just like, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But
that was like.
Hey chat, can you find where that where the source of what she just made up?
Isn't it convenient that streams are recorded by Twitch?
Yeah. And I thought Usopp was the greatest liar known to man.
No, here's the thing. He'll either get W's though.
That's true. His lies become truth.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, that man's a prophet. Anyway, dude, I'm just looking at the ping still.
Yeah, dude, how dare he do you the courtesy of muting himself when he's about to lash out, staying respectful with you even after you told him multiple times to shut the fuck up in front of a live audience. Let's also not ignore the fact that when Basim told her he was
saying we're gonna lose
she
is
had
toxic.
zero protest. I mean, seriously, with teammates like this, who needs enemies? Now, in the timeline of these events, the video had gotten tens of thousands of views and then hundreds of thousands before reaching 1 million. The Marvel Rivals community was outraged at this behavior, and it was starting to reach the mainstream. It was clear, Cece wasn't acting like this for the first time in her life. She's someone who is generally vile, who bullies people all the time, and this was her first time being caught, the first time facing consequences. So in the face of these consequences, she decides to make her own response to Kingsman's video on YouTube.
Can you pause it for a second real quick?
One of the worst...
And then you like go back 5 seconds before you hit play, but one of the fucking phrases I saw being thrown at this situation was at ZZ being she is a disgrace to women, and I'm just like, Jesus, that bad, huh? Oof.
Yeah, it's just like I can see.
I mean,
yeah, I think it's too much to say.
To be fair, that came from a very clickbaity title, but I'm still like, oh wow, this person really. Like I can't say this, but Phil can put that bit of Thugnificent going, damn. Why did you make them so mad? That was what I was thinking.
That's anytime there's like a large amount of drama and they use clickbaity titles, like damn. Like I played that clip in my head, like damn.
That's so mad. Okay, go on.
I'm gonna add it before is just like the problem is as well. With that being said, is when you have the apex of that, and I disagree and agree. Like I'm kind of in the middle of that. This comment of this does bring women back when it comes to in gaming. Is like not really. It just exemplifies that we need to stop assuming that toxicity is always with men who play video games.
Yeah. I agree.
And
I understand what you mean.
Yeah,
it's just
we just have crappy people.
A lot of people just do that shit of like, well, it's obviously the guy who is toxic because biases that exist. But hey, you know what? Shitty people can come in multiple flavors. That it doesn't have to be just one.
Yeah.
God.
The first time facing consequences. So in the face of these consequences, she decides to make her own response to Kingsman's video on YouTube.
Bring out the ukuleles, let's go.
One of the worst disliked videos in YouTube's history. Barely 24 hours after Kingsman's video got uploaded, Cece would upload her own
By the way, he clipped this earlier.
Not the sympathetic. Oh no, not the sympathetic like anime girl drawing. Oh.
Hold on, I want real quick. We're gonna diverge. I honestly want to see how much that video,
how many dislikes it has, or if it's even still up.
I'm pretty sure it's deleted, but I'm genuinely curious. Hold on.
All the time.
Yeah, let's see.
What's the name of the video?
Pull up the analytics. Let's go.
Oh my. Give me.
Barely 20.
There you go. The truth behind. Or,
behind hip hop.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
The truth behind Dora the Explorer. Sorry, I'm like looking at the. Oh, the truth about Labubu. I saw that one.
Oh, 0 is right above O. Please tell me that video is still up.
No, that video's gone, man. It's gone.
That shit is gone.
Yep. Yeah, no, that shit's gone.
Yeah, that video is gone. Wait. Actually, no. It's here. It's right here.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh! Oh, shit!
And you turned the comments off.
Oh, you should have just deleted that shit. Because I felt like I got shot looking at that. Holy shit.
Oh, boy. I mean, that's a decision.
This
like, leave it up there.
is such a mess.
It shows something. I don't know what, but it shows something.
Oh, good lord. It just, woo.
That's rough, buddy.
That's hey, give it another one just for the road, you know?
Oh.
It may become 94K.
Refresh. Okay, so
hey, give it one more just for the road. There we go. Okay, there we go. Let's go.
Oh, Chris, that is rough, buddy.
That's the fucking wind out of my lungs.
$1,000 tournament. It's currently sitting at 1,200 likes and 60,000 dislikes. 60
plus 30,000.
It got ratioed.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's the only thing I don't. I'm surprised she kept it up, but I'm not surprised she turned the comments off.
They were probably cooking her.
Higher, so I sound innocent.
They were probably cooking her in the comment section.
They were.
Yes, the majority of them are not on her side. Now, one of the first things that CC addresses here was why and how Kingsman got kicked. She'd argued that this wasn't about what Kingsman was saying. This was about how he said it, how it was affecting team performance.
Oh, how he said it as in perfectly
She then
reasonably?
talked about her phone call with the tournament organizer. According to her, Basim ZB would message her to talk.
So
he said that he just so happened to have come across a bunch of clips and messages from Kingsman, which made him want to kick him. CC would then go ahead and not object, but does admit that looking back, maybe a warning would have been enough. Now, I really want you to listen to this part in particular. This is her arguing in Zaza's favor. Look at this argument she's making here as to why Zaza sucked so much. Watch.
I want you guys to understand, she was gonna go 0-5 no matter what she played. Why? Because Kingsman was pushing her in for the last 30 minutes. She wasn't focused, she wasn't locked in, she wasn't going to play well no matter what she played. So you guys are like, that was her game. That was her game to show off. That was her chance.
Oh my god!
No, it wasn't. Because during that time, Kingsman was still down her ear. We finished that map, and we go into the next game, and we're still arguing about it. At that point, I had to put my foot down as a captain. And yes, I told him to STFU. But you have to understand, this is after an hour.
You might as well. You already said it. You got clips of it.
Asking him to drop this topic. An hour of just continuous arguing in the team. Yes, I finally told him.
We're going yelling at him though.
This is why I took the time at the beginning of this video
that's
to show
the only
you
thing
these
she
clips.
said to him.
From her perspective, she's making him seem to be someone unreasonable, someone who can't shut up.
It's good that we saw the conversation before because Jesus fucking Christ.
In between those clips of him talking were way longer play sessions with him not even breaching the topic. Zaza still could not hit a single enemy. Again, dude, getting a kill in this game is the easiest thing you can do. You just have to assist. But guys, she had to put her foot down. She had to tell him to shut the fuck up in front of the teammates and the viewers watching. They're suspecting him in front of thousands of people. And by the way, if you're confused about her voice, because she doesn't usually sound like this, yeah, we'll get to that. Don't worry. She's making this voice on purpose to appear more innocent.
I would know.
Next up, of course, I'm sure you've seen some memes about the vibes. She'd make this argument. Watch for yourself.
From day one, I told Kingsman Rule number 1, don't tilt my team. And rule number 2, don't bring the vibes down on the team. Because we're going
Oh, she's shaking.
A lot of you guys are
You can tell she's
underestimating
angry.
how important vibes are in a team setting.
Vibes.
At the
The
highest level
vibes.
of competitive esports, tier 1 esports, you will get booted from a
That's
team
why people were
simply
talking about
because your
vibes-based
team doesn't like you.
esports.
Even if you're performing, even if you're doing well, if the team synergy isn't there, you're not
That's
coming back for another
why.
season.
Bro, how dare you ruin the vibes? How
If
dare
the
you? How
vibes
dare you
was
as a
that
number one
ranted,
player
you could
give our
just
team
deafen.
free advice to win $40,000 and ruin the vibes. She'd have an entire segment called accountability, but throughout this whole video, she never once apologized to him. In fact, during the scrims, she called him a loser as she was muted, right? And bear in mind, she had blamed him for muting and saying they were gonna lose. Watch.
Character? No, I know,
Populo,
bro. Everyone thinks this
just
guy's
die
a
for an
loser.
exploder
He's a
like a
loser.
bug. That's just what happens.
That's such a good point. You're so right about that. And we're still gonna play Widow.
Now look, I don't know what you think about this, but in my opinion, this is the exact toxicity that Kingsman was blamed for and kicked without warning for.
Okay,
so as I said, CC had a whole section called accountability. She also had a section called loser,
And
which
this
was way
is
longer.
what the
But
wimp
she apologized
posted.
to him for this absolutely blatant toxicity. Well, as
Where
you might
was
have
it
guessed, no.
personal?
If anything,
Yeah.
she doubled down on it. Watch.
And
Yes, I
okay,
did.
I'm gonna ask you to this: is a strategy
Yeah.
meeting during scrims considered personal or excessive?
I like if I go into a strategy meeting and we're going to like a let's say a team Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. I would literally walk up to Phil and go, "I'm putting that. You can have my Skull Servant deck. Here it is. I'm not
And I'm gonna
touch this." 'Cause-
I'm gonna look at that as like, I hope you're not playing that shit.
No, it's like, no, this is for you. You keep this away from me. You keep
Oh,
this
okay.
shit away from me.
Cool, and then I'll replace it with whatever's meta at the current time. You just slap that in your head.
Phil just like puts hand on my shoulder, hands me the Cupsy Yummy deck.
Yeah, just like I'll teach you how to do this real quick, homie. 5 minutes. That's all we need.
Like no, seriously though, it's like, oh yeah, what, we're going to for like a tournament for big money, like a possibly life-changing amount of money. Fuck what I want to play. We need to make money. We gotta win.
There's 40K on the line. We need to lock in.
Freaking
Jesus Christ.
3K each, and you're just like, oh no, we need to do vibes.
Oh, yeah, the vibes, huh?
And then
Like,
for context, whenever this video
I'll be real,
goes out, we probably going to end up being streaming Marvel Rivals. But it's just the kind of thing of, do expect it. Just every now and again, we just hear vibes anyway.
See, here's the thing. It's like, I'm like, okay, you're saying it's like, it's one thing if like, okay, the guy on your team is like fucking being like a funny haha neo-Nazi based idiot. Yeah, you kick that fucker out. He has no place here. But if it's someone who's just like, hey guys, can we like log the fuck in for a second? That's like the equivalent of you're doing Savage rating in FF14 and someone just goes, okay, can we clear comms? That's it.
And you're going for world first.
You're going for world first, and it's like, okay, guys, clear comms. That's it. That's all you're asking is, hey, can everyone stop talking about 7 topics at the same time so we can focus on the mechanic, or else we're gonna die. Jesus, like, oh, fuck. Okay, keep going. I need to know more about this.
Read out the chat.
I'm invested.
And I'm looking to my
No,
right.
it's like,
chat
okay,
that calls
it's
me-
that same argument, but the person who initiated, who saying it, knows and can do all the mechanics for every potential role, and just, everybody else is just new players.
There was a situation like that actually recently on the FF14 like party finder community where it's like, oh yeah, clear party, I'm gonna join in. By the way, here's my friend. Don't worry, he got this. Friend enters. We get the message. A player is new to this duty. The extra rewards will be granted upon completion. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah. You're trying to sneak in your friend, you shithead. Fuck off.
No, it's also, I'm sorry. We're gonna continue going for this because this is too good. It's equivalent to, remember that story I told you about my brother in Destiny 2, where
Oh, God.
I had to like, why is he dying so fast? And what all of has some
Because I
actual
don't have
builds.
gear equipped.
And no, he doesn't have any of his gear upgraded, and it's also nothing.
that-
But
well, I
he
mean,
barely got a mix of rare and some legendary. No real exotics. No
That's
build
only marginally
going.
better.
No build going. So it's like,
This shit is this shit is insane.
Yeah, no,
and
it's
then on
fucking
top
crazy.
of that, he gets mad at me because I decided to start using his
Why you not
materials.
heal me, bro?
Using his materials to upgrade gear. It's just like, I don't care that you have no
Wait.
gear. The problem is you have gear that's not upgraded, so it's just literally you're taking more damage because your defense value is absolutely the lowest it can be right now.
Fucking awesome. Love playing with the younger sibling or older, whatever. All right, go on.
Loser.
Keep it
And I
going.
repeated it. I shouldn't have read out that chat because it was disrespectful.
Oh, you just read it for chat. Chat
told
told you what to do. Okay, I see.
About Kingsman and then say
I
that,
see.
that's on me. But I will double down and say
I see.
replace the
Well,
term
it was
loser
chat. It
with
was
being
chat.
disrespectful with asshole or rude. And that's my point. I don't think Kingsman's a loser. I think he's a good player who just wants to win.
Can you
I think-
pause it real quick?
I say that because
It's
Kingsman
stuttering.
is being a
Well,
loser.
actually, hold on. Let me stop watching and then watch it.
Yeah, it might be.
Okay. Yeah. Try it now because it would.
Just in case.
And then go back like 10 seconds.
Okay.
You just
Because I want to see the whole, like, no, it wasn't me, it was chat.
Or-
Chat told me to say this, that he's a loser. Go on.
because it was disrespectful. That's very hypocritical of me for to say that about Kingsman and then say that out loud. That's on me. But I will double down and say replace the term loser with being disrespectful with asshole. or
Okay,
rude.
wait.
And that's my
Okay.
point.
See, that's it. No, keep going. I see, wait, I mean, just like, yeah, no, it's not. I did say loser, but what I meant is that he's rude. I see.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing. Oh, I should have read chat. Realistically, that's a lie. And then she doubles down on the part of I didn't. I should not have said this, but you don't just add a but. So what part of this accountability?
The term loser with being disrespectful with asshole or rude. And that's my point. I don't think Kingsman's a loser. I think he's a good player who just wants to win. I said that because Kingsman was being a loser. You just criticized and demoralized my teammate for an hour.
What?
Repeatedly ignoring our mentions to stop. Like, that's loser behavior. You're being a loser for that. And
You're so
I'm
right,
gonna
girl.
say
Said
it
it
again.
4
You
more
still make
times.
someone sad for an hour, despite people telling you
Oh, they
to
made him
stop.
sad.
That's being a loser.
Because they didn't
And
want to
none of you
win
guys in the chat
$40,000.
you
That's
guys
right.
are trying to justify that. There's no justification for being an asshole. That's just what that was.
That's right.
Yeah, I know. This
No
gaslighting is
justification being an
insane.
asshole.
Yeah, well, it gets worse because now she's saying it wasn't a personal attack. What? Like, please explain to me what it is when I call someone a loser.
So it wasn't a personal
4
attack
times.
on Kingsman.
Yeah.
If Kingsman brought up the bass and be like, yo, this was a personal attack on me, I would have argued. I was like, no, that's not a personal attack. That's just facts. That's
Of course you would have argued
Yeah,
because you're a
it's facts.
gaslighting, manipulative bully. I mean, how can you sit here, record this, and publish this saying, oh, yeah, calling him a loser, replace that term with something else, and then continue and say, actually, you know what? No. If you bully someone for an hour, you are a loser. Like, what the fuck am I watching? Yeah, I'm sure you're not
Jesus
surprised by
Christ.
now why this video got so many dislikes and so many negative comments. The bully got caught for the first time maybe in her life, faced consequences for the first time,
she recorded
tried to
this
use the same
apology on
tactics
Lives
she always
alone.
used, but this time it failed horrendously. But before we move on from this video, I want to mention something that not many are mentioning at all, actually. At the end of her video, she
please
would
tell
have a
me.
clip of around 1.5 minutes, in which Entei, a Marvel Rivals drama-centered TikTok content creator, would talk to Kingsman on stream shortly after he was kicked from the
By the way,
tournament.
this is
This guy would really be on
the
Kingsman's side. He'd tell him
person
that he
that
was
she was
overstepping, that he was
mentioning
being extra.
earlier.
One could even
She's
say that
gonna
he was
clip.
siding
He's gonna
with
clip
Cece
this.
and Zaza as well as Luciasa. This is why Cece felt so compelled to include it at the end of her video, titling this segment Entei Preach. Just like everything we've watched so far, it's painful but necessary. Watch.
Kingsman, what I'm trying to get you to understand,
Even
though,
in these
is that,
scenarios,
listen,
I am not.
listen, it's not just Zaza that you're affecting in this. It's also affecting Cece and your entire team synergy.
Oh my
Because
God.
you're complaining about a comp that
Yeah,
they
but we
clearly
were
don't want to run.
synergized. We still
Okay,
synergized. We
fine.
had a
Then you
game.
drop it. Then you drop
Exactly.
it.
And he's
Exactly.
also
I didn't
wimp.
say anything. On the last game, I didn't even say
Oh my
anything.
god.
I just left the tournament.
She's
I
not gonna
couldn't.
let you hit,
said
bro.
enough, bro.
Little bro.
Dog, listen, I'm trying to help you. You did say a lot, man. You said a lot. And like I said, I'm gonna be there for you because you getting kicked out the tournament is stupid. I get it. But you were overstepping. You were overstepping the entire time. So you can't get mad when all the overstepping that you have done for the past several days.
Several days? Brother,
results in
we
consequences.
had
several
one
days?
day of scrims after a draft.
Yeah, it really seemed like the entire world was against Kingsman. I mean, if I was in his shoes, I would have gone mad. Like, am I really that crazy? Am I really that insane with everyone
After
telling me
all
I'm a
the
terrible
drama and
person?
after
Kingsman
getting
would then
kicked
go
out,
ahead
100%
and ask
would crash
Entei not
out.
to make a drama TikTok about this until he can release his video. He respected that wish. So after Kingsman's video dropped, Entei would drop his own video on his TikTok. And again,
I'm just saying this.
So-
we do
so-
not claim him.
So remember the beginning of the video?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. The monster started, Phil. What the fuck?
I
Phil,
know.
The monster started.
I know. Trust me, I know.
Again, we do not claim him.
Brother. Not like this.
And even though he was kind of giving the impression that he was Kingsman's friend, it was very obvious that he was taking the side of Cece, Zaza, and Luciana. I mean, look at the things he was saying here. Some very weird takes, like this one. Watch.
The event itself skyrocketed Rivals to the front page at Twitch, and they had over 100,000 viewers combined, I believe. Mind you, most of the guys that are in this tournament are partnered on Twitch. If you ran ads during this event, you got bank. I will say, Kingsman played his cards correctly. Paint yourself as the victim in the situation. You got kicked from a $40,000 tournament.
Yeah.
Make yourself like the victim. The rest of your team is bullying
That's
you.
the
I
line
would
you're
believe that.
going with.
If I didn't have the full context.
Yeah, man, he played his cards right, making himself look like the victim. Yeah, this 20-year-old
my
broke
God.
college student who just wanted to win some money in a
This
tournament
bitch
and
is
wanted to do his
trash.
best definitely is a master manipulator. What a great
This
take.
bitch is
It gets better.
trash.
Kingsman, he played it smart. He only showed the game where Zaza did bad. One game where Zaza went 0-5, and that was after 2 hours and several days of internet banter and Kingsman talking her character. And don't twist my words. My
What do you
character, I mean
mean?
Widow character. Stop it. What Kingsman didn't show in his video were the matches that Zaza full carried the entire team. There were a lot of things.
Wait. Oh, okay. Wait. Hold on. I want to see these matches. Hold on. I want to see these matches. Keep going. Keep going. I want to see these matches.
I gotta do it by frame
You got
because
it?
it
You
goes by
got
too
it?
fast. There you go.
Okay, let's see. Fuck is that?
Kingsman. Wait, no. Okay, here's the
I
thing.
see.
That's his
Yeah, but
actual
remember how it
account.
says, remember how kills work in this game. You don't need to be good. You just need to graze the leg of someone,
It
and
doesn't.
then that counts as your kill.
Here's the thing as well. This is his actual account, and I thought they were doing just scrims.
Brother,
And
this guy's making me madder. Oh my god.
because it's like I unfortunately don't trust this necessarily at all.
I mean, yeah, that could also just be Photoshop.
Because it's like
Show me the
on.
records. Give me the footage.
There were a lot of things omitted from Kingsman's video, funnily enough, including dialogue between me and him at the end, where I talked about the cutthroat business. But
Yeah, I don't think Bro even watched Kingsman's video because at the end you can clearly see Zaza performed very well, and Kingsman said absolutely nothing because she performed well. He didn't tell her to switch or play someone else. What did he get in return? The entire team bullying him. He would then flex about how he called him later and told him about how this is a cutthroat business, acting like some sort of sage that he should listen to. You know what? I'm glad he didn't listen to him and made his own video. Zaza never carried, even in the game where she performed well.
Yo,
Without
fuck this
Kingsman,
guy, man.
they wouldn't have won a single game. His comments all call him out, calling his takes very delusional, very one-sided, and it really emphasized how alone Kingsman was here. How everyone he knew in this community involved in this tournament was just not taking his side. They were all against him, all for clout and superficial business relationships. So no wonder the entire Marvel Rivals community backed Kingsman up. The consequences were almost instant.
Wait, what is that?
Siding with him
Wait.
and asking themselves how this instant.
What is that fucking icon? That's a really good icon. Never mind. Go on. Keep
There were
going.
many viral Twitter threads, siding with him and asking themselves how this stupid drama could have gotten this bad. saying
Dude, I
things
heard
like,
a
the
Vine boom
Kingsman
in my
drama
head.
is so stupid because in what world do you think he's in the wrong? He's got a teammate acting toxic on Black Widow going 6'8" on 200 ping for $40,000. On top of that, he's genuinely making good suggestions and they just tell him to shut the fuck up. Y'all got that? Kingsman really better than me because looking at the screen would have driven me to insanity. He was showing the fact that Zaza's stuff at almost 200 ping, also lower ranked than everyone else on the team. All of a sudden, these uncomfortable moments during the scrims were getting picked up by bigger accounts. Everyone was being made aware of how toxic this truly was towards him, and I mean, it doesn't take a genius. You don't have to watch the whole video. Just one clip is enough to understand how disrespectful the dynamics were towards him. Additionally, Cece was being completely called out because it seemed like she was faking her voice on purpose to appear more innocent and soft, when in reality she sounded completely different on her stream. Here's a comparison, watch for yourself.
I like a challenge. I like a challenge.
I'll be addressing any allegations or anything that's not true, as well as I included a clip that
Disrespect the
Kingsman
soup.
left out in his conversation.
Shaking
with
my
Bonepile.
head.
Hey man, what are we doing here? Is this a catfish? Like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Did she really think people would empathize with her more if she sounded cuter? The only person
Yeah,
who
I
would
mean,
like this is
that's what she
Lakari.
That's a whole different story.
That is a completely
I've heard that
new
name before.
It's a completely new can of worms that is like the long and short of it. The longest, because we're not gonna get too much into it, so I'm gonna TLDR. He pulled up something from a notepad that is not. Let's just say this: someone needs to check his hard drives.
Oh!
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say about it. That's the TLDR of it.
Question mark about how Bassem ZB got a hold of these incriminating clips of Kingsman. Where did they come from? Who was the mastermind behind Kingsman being unrightfully kicked? Well, I'm sure it would come as no surprise, but it was none other than Zaza Stack's boyfriend. He would admit this himself barely a day after Kingsman's video
The
went out,
classic
posting
streamer
a Google Doc
manager.
explaining the situation from his perspective. His intention, of course, was to minimize the massive wave of hate hitting his girlfriend Zaza Stack, Cece, and eventually Luciaza. Instead, though, he would do the opposite, amplifying this hate by 1000% and getting caught in the crossfire as well. So this document is 12 pages, and as someone who's had experience reading many of these throughout my YouTube career, I can tell you right now, it was hastily written. There are a lot of grammatical errors, structure that doesn't make much sense, and arguments that are really reaching to the point of delusion. In fact, throughout multiple times in this document, Kaplunk would admit that he's barely slept since the controversy first appeared after Kingsman's video. Here's how he'd started off. Hello again, I'm Kaplunk or Sam. I'm Zaza's boyfriend and currently living with her. I'm involved in the Marvel Rivals community. Seeing the earthquake this has caused, I'm going to explain my part in the Kingsman situation and the catalyst for him being removed from the tournament. I needed to take accountability for what I essentially started because the hate it has caused all involved is eating me away. In Australia, it's the night before the tournament. Yes, the tournament hadn't even begun by this point, by the way. Like all the games that were played so far were scrims. Zaza's comments are full of hate and threats, and this has blown up massively for something she had nothing to do with. After seeing how this is affecting Zaza, I have decided to explain to the greater community why what happened happened. After the first day of scrims, I spoke to Zaza about Kingsman's comments and she was hurt but didn't want to cause any drama. She felt she did well though in the first scrims to be given a chance. But during the second day of scrims and hearing Kingsman go on and on, I hit boiling point and went behind Zaza's back to send clips of Kingsman to Bassam's team. I'm going to explain why I did this with as many clips I could scramble together in 6 hours. It's currently 1 hour away before the tourneys start. So look, already from the first page, he's making it clear he's fully responsible for what happened. Zaza had no idea. Keep this in mind for later. Then come the clips. Now bear in mind, by the time I was recording this, Kaplunk already privated his Twitter, deleted the doc, and privated the YouTube channel where these clips were uploaded. Alright?
Smart.
The only reason I have this right now is because I made a copy, knowing that this guy probably doesn't have much of a spine. This isn't really much of a problem, though, because most of these arguments that he's making made zero sense. Kaplunk was trying his best to paint Kingsman as someone who was unreasonable, someone who didn't even attempt to give his girlfriend a chance, even though she somehow deserved it.
All he does was
Look, here he would say,
please.
the draft went well, and me and Zaza went to Cece's stream where she was talking to Kingsman in her team chat. Immediately, Kingsman was questioning the Zaza pick before even knowing who she was. This is his first reaction when Cece mentioned Zaza from the get-go. Kingsman was complaining about Cece's choice to pick a 190 ping Widow OTP, which stands for One Trick Pony. What's really funny here though is that you don't even have to watch this clip. A 190 ping Widow OTP is enough to trigger anyone who has common sense in this game. This was very reasonable to ask. Kaplunk would then say, he then brought up the money and what it meant to him to win the tournament, where CC made it known that she wasn't too focused on the money part of the tournament. This should have set Kingsman's expectations.
This is making me feel insane.
Mindset. Well, that's a very bold thing to say. What, did CC tell him that she didn't care about the money from the first day? Let's watch the clip together, shall we? The VTuber Annie Pants had reacted to this document as soon as it dropped, so much of the clips were archived on her VOD. Here's this clip in question, titled Price Pool Conversation. Watch.
If it's a draft like this, I just wish the prize pool was more like split evenly, so people could just have fun and not.
Bro, you get money for just showing up, dude. What do you mean?
Barely.
Yeah, but you get money. That's like 20 bucks. You know what I mean? Wait, 1,000?
Yes, like no, between the teams.
Yeah, so it's like
split 1,006, and then for first place, you split $18,000.
Yeah, yeah, big money.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like these tournaments where people just want to have fun, like.
What was the point of this clip? Like, why was this? How is this a prize pool? They're just here talking about money and how it would have been nice for it to be more. As a broke college student, Kingsman was saying, dude, you get money for showing up. I'm happy with anything. I'm just happy to win this tournament, but of course I want to give it my best shot. This was one of the first clips that were included in this document, and all it did was show us that Kaplunk was brain dead. He then goes on to show us more clips of Kingsman being concerned about the fact that someone who plays a sniper has 200 ping. Kaplunk was very pissed about this because he'd say, keep in mind he hasn't seen Zaza play yet or interacted with her at all at this point. As if that's necessary to be worried about 200 ping playing a character that no one plays in the pro scene. Kaplunk even includes a moment in which Kingsman's chat was telling him that Zaza was pissed about his comments towards her. Kingsman would then attempt to talk to Zaza in VC to clear it up. Zaza would instead respond in chat. If anything, this just shows that Kingsman was trying his best to be on good terms with his teammates and was just worried about the ping. This document then starts showing us clips that were in Kingsman's video, where he was very reasonably telling them, hey guys, maybe we should switch. Maybe we're gonna get completely owned if we continue like this. Kaplunk would then show us games from the scrims where his girlfriend did well. And then would say, I would like to comment on Kingsman continuing to play magic here into Eshiko's penny. He made it work despite being countered, but made it work. A luxury he does not give Zaza. Yeah, buddy, because he's #1 ranked magic on the entire planet. Zaza is diamond, she's not even grandmaster. He then says, I will also note, Kingsman's chat, including a mod, attempts to blame Zaza's widow throughout the entire scrim despite her doing well and the enemy team glazing her. This was getting pathetic. The guy was nitpicking the tiniest things, and it still wasn't convincing anyone that he was in the right here. He then goes ahead and shows us many clips we already watched of Kingsman trying his best to make his team understand, guys, we can't keep going like this, we're gonna get pummeled in the tournament. As we saw earlier, Zaza would of course argue that she's not going to play anyone else but Widow. They win the first game and she got 2 kills, okay? Kaplunk would argue Widow was playing anti-dive this game and she was not a part of the
thing that like pisses me off the most is like, oh, it doesn't matter, I'm not switching no matter what.
On Casey.
Like the comments that she kept saying.
Like more than 20 minutes, right? The fact that she only killed 2 people, or hell, touched 2 people with her sniper says a lot.
Right?
But of course, the White Knight will defend his girlfriend no matter what. He'd say, this entire round has played out while arguing and Zaza goes 0 and 4. This is the first game in the 6 scrims they have done that she has a negative KD and Kingsman crashes out. Let's see how Kingsman crashes out from his perspective. Let's watch.
Firehawk, Firehawk. He dies. Okay, guys. Pace and point proven. Right now. Do you understand?
No, it's well, you've been making me feel like shit. Of course I'm gonna
How
play
do you not see the problem right now?
Wait, first of all, it's that ass Kingsman, like, shut the fuck up.
Okay, bro.
You're doing
Lucy's not even on Invis. Second of all, you're getting value being
crashes out. You know what, dude? I think anyone who was reasonable, who had common sense, and who wanted to win this tournament would have done way worse than what he did. The mental gymnastics that Kaplunk was pulling here were out of this world. And this is when the White Knight would step in. He'd say, this is where I come in. I was watching this, and I had been clipping on an old since the start of the VOD when the first comments came in. I then messaged the member of production and told them to get Basim to watch Kingsman's stream. I went behind Zaza's back to do this. She was still in the scrim and didn't know what I was doing from the next room. I then sent multiple of the above clips to Basim with the context of everything since draft day. Here we can see DMs between Kaplunk and one of the members of production. Kaplunk would start off the DM saying, are you around? If you are, lurk CC or Kingsman streams. He'd say, okay, what's going on? Kaplunk would say, Kingsman is out to get Zaza, telling her she can't play Widow. He needs the money and to play triple support. The crew member would say she's not a support player. Kaplunk would say, yeah, it's pissing me off.
I got
He's
you,
been
my
on to her since the
glorious
draft,
queen.
and she hasn't wanted to stir the
Oh
pot.
my God.
But he is slandering her in front of his
The
200
paladin
viewers.
mindset.
Crew member would say, like,
I'm
is
a
it tough
tier
when she
3
was unmuted to
sub.
his team? Kaplunk would say, I'll lurk just his stream to see. Crew member would
Unlike
say, did
most of
CC
you,
mute
I
Kingsman
actually
on her
used to
stream or
hit.
something? Kaplunk would say, I don't think so. They have been at it for at least the last hour. It's between matches and rounds, it flares up again. He'd then say, there's a clip I'll get from the VOD later where he's just talking about the money. Send this to Basim and Cece. While they talk, they will want to see.
It's
Dude, again, how dare
it's
he care
making
about
me
the
feel
money?
insane
How dare
that
he?
these
How
people's
dare he?
argument
Go
is
to a
that
tournament with a
the
$40,000
kingsmen
prize
only
pool
cared about
and
the
care
money.
about
Yeah,
women.
the
What a
fucking
disgusting piece of shit. He'd then continue
$40,000
the
prize
document
pool.
and say, I didn't tell Zaza what I was doing because she hates drama
Oh
and
my
she wouldn't
God.
want it to blow up like it has. Since draft
This
day,
is
I was
fucking
watching
crazy,
Kingsman
man.
and CC stream. Zaza was being targeted from the get-go with no prior knowledge of her gameplay. This crash out was the last straw for me. I was unable to hold my bias or tongue anymore. This is the time that CC was pulled aside to make a final decision. There's more I want to cover, but I'll make this part available until I finish writing the rest, and I'll add it here. He would then include more clips and more explanations that don't matter at all in the grand scheme of things and only make him more delusional, and he'd finally say, personal note. There are several days of responses and rumors to cover, but I haven't slept to put it together enough. At the end of the day, the decision to report Kingsman was my own. The decision to kick him was made by Basim. Zaza didn't know I had anything to do with it until after the scrims. I was a full belief Kingsman was unprofessional in a setting he had to be, full stop. I also have a downloaded copy of VOD 3 which I will upload and attach so it's immortalized before Twitch or anything else purges it. This dude...
Oh yeah, no, immortalized. That's great. That's great. That's exactly what we wanted.
Deleted, like he was cool or something. When in reality, the only thing that got purged from the internet was his stupid YouTube channel with videos that made no sense when it came to the context he was offering. And I think the funniest part of all this is that while Annie Pants was reading this live on stream after he had published it to everyone in the community, he was changing things up based on criticism, making it seem like
yes, really? This is my favorite part.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh
Yeah.
shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
What happened?
He just straight up deleted a paragraph, dude. And he deleted another sentence. Like, he deleted the sentence that says no means no. If you can't take no for an answer after it was given to you several times, that's on you. Of course, this was all written to make
Dude, I actually
Kingsman look as bad
I
as
had to
possible. Of course,
sit myself
what ended up
upright
happening was
for that.
Oh, shit. Kaplunk ended up looking like the biggest clown imaginable. The quote tweets were endless, and they were all clowning on him. A whole Google document because of Soft A wanted to win $40,000 and his teammates didn't. I'm in tears. Instead of minimizing the drama, Kaplunk ended up amplifying it to levels no one could have ever predicted. It got so bad.
Jesus.
And Cece would go ahead and quote tweet it herself. She would attempt to divert all the
Foster
hate
the
that she's
toxic
receiving
environment. You
to
were
Kaplunk.
one of the most
This
disrespectful
wasn't a
people
friendly
there.
quote tweet. She'd say, for those on the niche side of Marvel
love
Rivals, there was a
community
great
notes.
attorney where I was team captain and someone on my team got kicked for disrespectful behavior. A video was released where I was made to seem like it was my fault he got booted. I'm here to clarify again because Kingsman won't. I was not
Sob
the reason.
emoji.
Quote tweeting Kaplunk's Google document. This wouldn't work though because she'd get community noted, saying, you
Fucking
fostered the
community
toxic
notes.
environment. You were one of the most disrespectful people there. Linking Kingsman's video. She would turn off replies, but before she would, people were absolutely cooking her, ratioing her over 10 times. One person here would try to suck up to her and be on her side, saying his cult is insane, referring to Kingsman, because watching from the beginning, all the comments were not needed. They're going
Every
too hard
person that I
about
don't like is a
money.
cult.
This dude would get a community note with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different links saying contestants who join tournaments usually care about money. It's almost always why they're in the tournament to begin with. Kingsman had every right to express that he wanted to win. Thankfully, though, the majority of people, and by majority I mean 99.99%, had more than 2 brain cells to rub together. They weren't going to get gaslit or fooled, and her strategy that she's employed her entire career to get away from the consequences simply wasn't working here. But
Oh
while Cece and
no,
Zaza
the
were getting
consequences of my
majority the hate,
actions.
one person was still left on the sidelines and got less. Luciaza, the person here who was meant to be Kingsman's friend and completely stabbed him in the back. She would delete her VOD of the
that
scrims with
one
Kingsman and the rest of
sucks.
the team, hoping to wipe
That one
evidence.
fucking
But someone would
sucks.
come in with this clip that they had saved to really show us how vile of a person she was, along with both sides of
Wait,
the
hold on. We got receipts.
Hold on, I'm gonna pause this for a second. This is an insane clip.
It is.
Hold on. Okay, start it from the beginning. I want this. I need the receipts. I need to see this.
This is really bad.
Okay, let's see it.
All right.
With both
Let's
Zaza
see
and
it.
Cece.
I need it.
I have a
I need the
genuine
context.
question. Like, seriously, answer this. Even if you support Kingsman, whatever, support Kingsman like it's fucking Israel. Anyways, whatever you have in your head, I have a genuine question. Ready? I'm saying, I have a.
Honestly, who gives a shit?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is this. I was my eyes bugged out when I heard that. I was like, I'm sorry, what?
Dude, I just got brought back to the Might See fucking.
Let it be known, because like people hearing me laughing. This is how I cope whenever I hear the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
No, it's the baffling. Like I do that too. Sometimes I laugh at my discomfort because it's just like what. Like is both our brains trying to process like this is so incredibly stupid. You cannot be a real person.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if you've seen like the Castle Super Beast clip for one of their like recent like podcast episodes, but there's a part where like Pat mentions something about Yakuza, and then Wooly's eyes just lit up, light up like
Yes.
I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. What?
And I'm gonna be on the defense of Yakuza. Pat loves misinterpreting that because it's funny to him. That's not the full context.
I kind of believe that. I kind of get that, but the reaction that Wooly got is.
Yeah, Wooly's. It's because it came sandwiched in between a bunch of other like less important things, and then Wooly just like, wait, what was that one?
It's like every time I hear something weird, my eyes lit up and I just lean in and be like, I'm sorry, you want to repeat that?
That's insane. The last time I heard a fucking stream clip about that was when Mike C tried to make a fucking I can't read joke on like the week of the protest.
Yeah, again, this comment was so out of pocket. It's
Insane.
Just like, insane.
Like,
she had to be festering on a comment like this for a while to just let it fly out of her mouth.
This one, this was really spicy. They're gonna love it. God. What's up, Phil? What's up?
It's just I'm looking at the comment down below that just says nah. I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's all of our comments. It's just nah. Hold on.
All right, keep going. Keep going. I need that. Good lord, Phil, I was not expecting that.
I know.
I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting like to just talk shit about him. That was
no.
So far away from
Remember when we said it was gonna get worse?
Like 3 months just started, bro.
Yeah. Like I said, this entire situation, it's just so bad.
It's insane. That's why I love this video, because I'm sitting on knowledge of like, damn, but it can never be as bad as that fucking $40,000 tournament. Because like, holy shit.
Oh, dude. Okay, I need more. Keep going.
All right.
Her question was, how weird do you have to be as a person to say something like this? To compare what happened to Kingsman to Israel? Like, how did we even get here? Next up, you'd have Cece. One day after Kaplunk would release his Google document, tweeting out her quote-unquote final statement that she would delete very shortly afterwards.
Damn it, she was getting too much accountability.
I take accountability for my poor handling of the situation and should have accommodated Kingsman better because I understood his motivation to try and win $3,000. In parentheses, not 40K. As if that matters, you idiot! She then said I misspoke in the green light clip. In that same stream, after the clip was cut, I clarified Basim did not ask for approval. He was going to kick him regardless. Yeah, but you didn't even bother defending him.
Yeah, but no pushback from you whatsoever.
He wanted money, and I wanted to defend my teammate from someone who was dogging on her from draft day about playing Widow in a creative tourney. I only called him a loser. I did not say shut the fuck up, rage bait him, or insult him other than that.
She's gaslighting.
And yes, I told my friend in Twitch chat to kill themselves. I've been banned and freed. Your favorite streamer probably says worse behind closed doors. Crying emoji. Yeah, so that last part was in reference to how she was banned for 24 hours during the tournament. People were wondering why. Turns out she typed KYS to one of her viewers, who she called a friend. Wonderful behavior, again, by a team captain. Here she was doubling down,
as you
again,
do.
missing the entire point about why people were
You
mad at
know,
her. She keeps saying that take
normal streamer
accountability
things.
without actually taking any accountability, without ever
Normal-
apologizing, and
normal,
while still
mentally
justifying
stable.
why she called him a loser. By this point, a goldfish would have understood what they're meant to do, but she couldn't get it through her head. But guys, look, all Cece wanted really from Kingsman was good vibes. People were starting to wonder,
Yeah, just good
are these
vibes.
the same good vibes
Just
she
good
was
vibes, you
exhibiting in
guys.
her
Good
TikTok?
vibes.
After making a post and a video and multiple statements of her taking accountability, she was still being extremely toxic. Look at some examples. Someone would say, got your best player kicked from the team, goodbye $40,000, hello, good vibes, to which she would say, $3,000, and we've got better players and vibes now. Someone else would say, well, blazing Kingsman's for what
Yeah.
how y'all gonna lose, kicked out y'all best player, lol, to which she would say, he did it to himself. Check this one out. If you don't want to win, don't scrim
these
and
are
don't draft
great.
people who do want to win. To which she would say, I don't want to win with someone who can't take no for an answer. So now she was
these are
insinuating that this
great.
was someone
These
who
are
couldn't
great.
accept consent. Isn't
Does
that
he want?
incredible?
Okay, I don't.
Really,
I don't
like,
know
how
if he
far down
said
can
it, mentioned it during the section when he's going on the video. He offered to switch characters to accommodate for the Black Widow, but the girl still constantly said no.
He just said we should go 3 support.
Yeah,
That's-
he offered to be Mantis, by the way.
Then also, he's like, hey, can the one who plays a sniper and requires pinpoint accuracy not be the player that has like over a 150 ping, please?
It's like
Unreasonable. I know. Insane.
It's just like he was being accommodating himself, like that he will switch off it, but
Yeah,
no,
I mean, you know.
the girl's like no, because you're the only other what's it called, only other DPS and all that kind of stuff. It's like didn't.
All right, keep going. I want to see more.
Apparently for Cece, she can go down to the earth to score without even batting an eye, without even having a hint of self-awareness. In the replies of this post, you'd find Zaza's tag, saying, not a single screenshot there is me. Also, I had zero input into the decision of him being kicked. People gotta stop pretending like it was within my power. Someone would ratio her like more than a million times saying there are screenshots of your replies actually, it's through the thread. And they weren't lying. In these replies, Zaza was playing the victim, telling everyone that she had no idea who was gonna get kicked, she had no input into it, and she was only bullied. This is why her performance was bad, and this is why she was sad. He was rude, he didn't take no for an answer, and he was
So
pushing
sad because
for
they
an
told me
hour.
that I couldn't
She
play
even
Danky
say
Beaky
she
as
was
Street
never
Fighter
rude
5 on a
back to him.
tournament for
But the clips
40K.
that we saw earlier in the video definitely
Actually,
shows a
Dan.
different story.
Hold on, I'm gonna
Throughout
pause.
this
I'm
entire
gonna comment. Dan is actually not a bad character in that game. He's pretty fun. I don't know what you talking
I
about.
mean, he is fun, but there are better characters.
No, obviously, but his playstyle
That's the
is
problem.
yeah.
No, I mean, there can be good Dans, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I
Alright,
think his gameplay in 5 is way better than he's ever been. But yeah.
All right.
thing,
Go.
not a single person apologized to Kingsman. Not a single person admitted that they were wrong. Everyone was just doubling down, or, like Luciaza, pretending like nothing actually happened. The only person that would finally, a few days after the video, more specifically 3 days, that would admit that they were wrong was the tournament organizer, Basim ZB. Here's what he had to say.
And
Watch.
no one will ever trust you again.
When they come in here, when they
no,
they're
you're fucking.
justified in what they're saying. They're
Your credibility is gone. Fucking.
You're absolutely right.
You're done as a TO, bro.
100%, no question about
It's like
it.
the bare minimum you need
push.
to do is a proper review process, in which you didn't do.
And you fucked up. I made a decision based off of haste and based off of misinformation, but
based off on vibes, you could say.
What was going on. Everybody in this team knew what was going on, and the fact that nobody told me anything was that's whatever. It doesn't
Nobody told me. It wasn't my fault. Okay.
Whatever.
So look, there's no question that Basim completely screwed up in his role of tournament organizer. I've seen many people call for him to never be able to host another tournament again, and he's also had a lot of hate thrown his way. He even admitted it, but he also said that it was justified. He understands why it's happening. He screwed up. Look, we all make mistakes in life, all right? And I think what's important is that we learn from them. At least Basim had the self-awareness required to understood that he made a mistake, and he said so. Good for him. What's really unfortunate, though, is that this self-awareness did not rub on the whole bullying group whatsoever. Everything we saw so far was nothing more than a very bad attempt at damage control. This obviously didn't work at all. If anything, it made things considerably worse. How much worse? Well, the bullies in question were about to find that out the hard way. Shortly after the Google Doc, Kaplunk would make yet another tweet. Here he'd say to Kingsman, I'm reaching
the
out
back
to
down.
apologize and talk about the way things went down. In this case, I went about it in completely the wrong way. I overstepped. Zaza told me to leave it alone in confidence and dumb impulse decisions. Kingsman, I'm sorry for sending the clips which caused Bazem to kick you from the event. The Google Doc released was one-sided and painted you in an extremely negative light with my bias. I shouldn't have gone out of my way to involve myself in a situation I was not a part of. Zaza, I am sorry for going behind your back to release a Google document despite you warning me not to. This has been a massive wake-up call, and if there's any hate to be directed to me, not Zaza or Kingsman. Shortly after posting this, Kaplunk would go ahead and private his Twitter account. So this was him essentially hoping that all the hate would be redirected towards him so that his girlfriend could finally
that he needs him. You can't do that.
It seemed like he was the one who did this. She was the reasonable one telling him to stop drama farming.
See, he's trying to use color as a paladin,
This,
but
of course, made the community hate him even
color's
more
a shitty
because
move.
this guy
People don't
had
use it for a
essentially
reason.
admitted to going behind his girlfriend's back and sending a lot of hate her way. Someone would quote tweet that last tweet that Kaplunk had made and say, Zaza will forever be known as an EOMM agent and it's your fault. In a nutshell, this means that she's always on the losing team, like she's there to pretty much sabotage you. You reported him and made a doc where you blatantly lied just to make him seem bad. Now you're trying to delete everything to hide it and come out with an apology that we know you don't actually believe in. But here's the deal, people weren't stupid, they were keeping track of these things. The guy was very blatantly lying because as soon as he posted his Google Doc, his girlfriend, Zaza Stack, would repost it. This was of course about to backfire both on him and his girlfriend very harshly later, but in the meantime, Sissy would make yet another statement. This would get over 17 million views. Here's what she would say. I'm sorry I failed to realize that I need to take proper accountability on here as well. Many of you saw my replies and they were defensive, deflecting, and argumentative. I was busy fighting to defend myself and I've deleted them now because I realized what you guys really wanted from me was a sincere apology. Took you long enough.
I
As
can't
a team
believe
captain,
it.
I have a responsibility to make accommodations
You
for
take
all my
to 4 to
teammates.
5
While advocating
times.
for my widow OTP, I also need to better respect Kingsman's wishes. Once the team environment became disruptive, I needed to de-escalate with a solution for both parties. A simple, hey guys, let's try this game with Widow, then the next one we can switch things up, could have worked. Emotions were high, and I failed to notice, which resulted in me snapping at Kingsman. I apologize, as no matter what, raising voices and instantly shutting down a teammate is not the right thing to do. I also should have reprimanded the comments directed at Kingsman once the scrims were over. I needed to hold everyone accountable. I also apologize for calling Kingsman a loser, and I should not have read that in chat in the first place. It was very disrespectful, as Kingsman was
Again,
just
still,
and as a leader, I needed to lead
it was
without
chat. It wasn't me.
emotions
It was
and
chat.
a clear view. I said good vibes are important, but failed to create that properly. Before Kingsman video went out, I had already reflected, which is why I didn't realize you guys needed to hear it too. I'm sorry my Twitter fingers went first, not this. I tried my best to be ready as a captain, preparing a spreadsheet with various comps and playstyles, but I learned that being a team captain is more than strategies, it's about everyone on the team. They all need to have a say. Wow, what a wonderful apology. If only she posted this first without being defensive, weird, entitled, quote tweeting Kaplunk's terrible Google Doc, you know, a whole list of things. But by this point, it was too late. People were not buying this. She was just trying to do this as a PR move. In fact, she got community noted. Here's what it said. Even after the initial situation calmed down, CC continued to bully Kingsman and speak ill of him across social media. CC has a history of attacking other players and talking trash, linking a tweet. In this tweet, we can see some of the TikTok comments that we already saw earlier, as well as messages in her Discord. She'd say, I'm pretty sure he spent all 20 years of his life inside playing video games, which is why he lacks social skills, which is of course referring to Kingsman.
Can you pause it for real quick? This image her profile image that she uses is from a manga that I've actually been reading for a bit, and it pisses me off that they use this character because the character is very like the only sane individual in this fucking manga.
Phil, you gotta realize that people who are this stupid usually think that they are the most sane individual in any conversation topic or space.
It irks me a lot. It irks me a lot because it's a good manga, and people are gonna associate the character with this trash ass person. It bothers me a lot.
No, Phil, it's gonna be fine. Because if that were the case, then no one would like K-On anymore.
That's true.
They'll dislike K-On for a completely different reason.
Yeah, but not for the reason of fucking the most racist person on the planet you've ever seen has their avatar as with fucking Neo or Yui on fucking Twitter.
Yeah.
Go on.
This is a mess.
because of how terrible of a person she is, she'd say, "Yo, Kingsman cocksuckers, screenshot this. Y'all think I ain't see the toxicity in the Kingsman Discord? W not spreading hate from the mods and Kingsman community." This only served to make people hate her more. Seeing this, she would reply to that apology we just saw and say, "I'm sorry I was going off the video and forgot to explicitly call this out. Earlier today, I woke up to 1,000 plus notifications from the day before, and people had joined my server from Kingsman. I was having a panic attack, and I just started experiencing them.
This feels like Family Matters, man.
At this point, we need to just have a bingo sheet.
This feels like that bit where Drake was trying to patch up holes from Meet the Graham, and then fucking Not Like Us drop. It just feels like that. It's like, okay, yeah, you address these points. How about all of these though? God.
But yeah, what's it called? It's just I'm having a panic attack. You guys, he was he was actually being a loser. It's just like I'm thinking it's fun about loser.
God.
Social skills because he spends his time playing video games inside. I was angry and ended up lashing out at him instead of his community. I deeply regret it and I apologize for flinging another insult out. This shows I have terrible character, but I will be working on watching the words I say and getting help with my panic attacks. Heart emoji.
How about this? When you apologize, stop using the.
He doesn't actually feel that. This is a Peter move.
The same tweet we just looked at. Someone would quote tweet this reply and say, "She ulted." Heartbreak. That's it, man. She ulted. She pulled out her biggest move.
That's great.
I was having panic attacks. You know what's really funny? During the draft,
I have panic attacks, and they don't make me do that shit.
That Cece would make a good team captain because she has military experience. This leads her to be able to handle high pressure. And there she is having a panic attack because she's being graded due to consequences of her own actions. What kind of military are we talking about here? GTA RP? Like, come on, who are you kidding? Anyway, while the high-tech military commando known as Cece was being absolutely dogpiled, Zaza was still fighting her own battle. By this point, she still hadn't made a single statement. This is when people would choose to go to her older tweets to call her out, with this person saying, "You realize you can't hide, right? You fucked up big time, homegirl." To which again, she would give the same narrative. "I'm aware and I'm not trying to hide, but people gotta chill. I had absolutely zero input into the decision of him being kicked. The power was out of my hands there, and people still think it was my fault." People would call out her performance and how much she sucked, and then she would say, "So now you're just hating because you don't want to recognize that I have informed you with the truth, and you want any reason to still hate. Wow." She was still going as hard as possible with the narrative that she had.
She is literally feeding into this. She doesn't realize how the internet works.
I just have like an image in my brain of like the freaking I'm picking ODP Widowmaker. Okay, Zaza. 170 ping, no Zaza. that fucking video in Mario bit. It's like, okay, Mario, no Mario. Yeah, go on.
But only thing she needs to do. Stop talking.
Just stop talking. Just stop talking.
That she's not involved in. Eventually, though, around 8 hours after Cece would make her apology tweet in which she finally uttered the word sorry, Zaza Stack would come out with her own statement, saying, "Sorry it has taken me a while to write out a response to the Kingsman drama. I am the widow player involved and I had to take some time to collect my thoughts and reflect on the things that took place. Just to preface this post contains clarity and accountability. To start things off, I believe there are a lot of people who have blown this way out of proportion and it could have just been solved with a simple conversation instead of escalating things. That is on everyone involved. I'm taking accountability for not speaking of the widow when I should.
Every person, every single one.
YouTube video were practice scrim games and not the actual tournament games, so I was hoping I would have a proper chance to show off my Widow gameplay. My choice to stay on Widow was never because of ego or wanting to throw, and the whole way through the tournament I continued to tell Kingsman that I still wanted to try and wanted to help him win. The reason I initially said no to his suggestions was because they were out of my hero pool and I had no playtime on them. Kingsman was not aware of my hero pool from day one, and when he asked for Phoenix
number
instead,
of her
I was
pings
too
just like
focused on
slowly fading into the screen right now.
Constantly pushing me to swap. In hindsight, I should have just swapped to Phoenix or Hela, so we could have practiced that too. As for when Kingsman said that he could switch to Bonepile and Mantis and try that idea was never attempted because I said that his magic gameplay was really good and I thought that his magic was working. Of course it was going to work. He's rank 1 magic in the world.
Oh my god!
Exactly.
Whoa!
Wait, did she really say that she didn't know his magic was gonna work?
It's literally said it up here. What's called? I should have swapped. As for when Kingman said that he could switch to Bucky or Mantis and try that, the idea was never attempted because I said that his magic gameplay was really good and I thought his magic was working. I'm pretty sure that it was working because
he's rank 1. Of course it's gonna be good. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
That is such a non-argument.
This is making me feel insane. Also,
God. It's so funny. It's so fucking funny,
dude.
Oh, I'm crying.
Phil, Ja Rule didn't know. Ja Rule didn't know. That shit was fucked up. He found out about that today with all of us. He didn't know. God damn it.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Also, that pan out. Straight up the Sabo meme of I ain't reading all of that shit, man. I'm sorry, because Jesus Christ. God.
That's why someone else is reading it for us. So.
Yikes. God.
Competitively my best hero. And when I was invited and signed up for the tournament, initially there was no prize pool and it was labeled as a creator tournament. The $40,000 prize pool came as a surprise later on and was split between everyone who played in the tournament in teams from 1st to 8th place, with first place getting $3,000 each for winning, so everyone ended up getting paid. I think a lot of people have been getting my voice mixed up with the other girls' voices and have been struggling to tell us apart, which has led to way more unwarranted hate than there has to be. She'd then say, I was never once rude to Kingsman in the VODs even when asked to talk my shit. I will take accountability for getting stern after a while of being asked the same question over and over, and do apologize for that, as I definitely could have had more patience. However, I still don't believe that I insulted him in any way. If Kingsman is at all offended by any of my actions, then I am deeply sorry to him.
I'm sorry you are offended.
I would also
That's my favorite apology.
Kaplunk's input into the situation. With Cap and I living in the same house, I know how easy it is to believe that we worked together on sending through clips or the creation of the document. I can confirm that we did not work together on any of that at all. There had been comments and concerns from Kingsman since the draft day about my Widow pick potential. On day 1 of scrims, I had told Cap to not send through any clips of Kingsman downing my Widow or muting up to speak to his stream as the day 1 games went well. I warned Cap that I could handle the situation of doubt by conversing, and that if Kingsman were to end up getting kicked from the tournament, it would bring flame on all of us. Wow, does she have a crystal ball? That's highly mature from someone like her, huh?
She predicted all of it, you guys.
Had sent through clips to tournament administration without me knowing, in a moment of feeling overprotective for me, so that they were aware of Kingsman being pushy towards my choice to play Widow. The clips were passed on to the tournament host, Basim ZB, and a rushed, overconfident decision was made to kick Kingsman from the tournament. Basim ZB has since taken accountability for his rushed decision and lack of research on his recent Twitch streams.
Like I love working all these girls are doing so far. The first part is okay. I apologize for this player and all that kind of stuff.
But it wasn't my fault though. It wasn't my fault though.
Like, okay, it's like I take accountability for this, but this was my decision. This is all these people. It's like if you cut half of that out, that would be a okay apology. But no, you have the need to put this specific context, putting blame off of other people instead of having focus on yourself and your participation in things.
Phil, just like fucking paste the goddamn narcissist prayer on the screen for people to see. If you know, you know. Fuck. Go on.
Video so far because I don't even have to say anything about this statement. Community notes are present on every single statement made by the girls here. And they say everything that needs to be said. Here's what this one said in particular. Zaza Stack states that she never knew or helped write the Google Doc. However, she tweeted several times containing the doc as an attempt to defend herself.
Yeah, that was a lie.
The community note could have been written a bit better. Not only did she retweet the document multiple times, she was also fully aware it was being written because, well, she admitted it live on her stream. Watch it for yourself.
You cannot make this up.
Actually, overseas
document Cap was putting together about it all.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Rage bait for more views? I'm not a rage baiter, bro. I'm not a rage baiter. He tweeted it, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's being very like straightforward about everything and putting all the evidence in there too. He's actually has a lot of experience writing good documents like that.
Oh, a lot of experience with Google Docs. Cool.
Yo, Cece, did you see the Google Doc that my boyfriend's putting together? It's also really funny to me how she's gloating. Oh yeah, dude, he knows how to write these documents, man. Really? Did we both read the same thing? Incoherent structure? Clips that don't make sense? Grammatical errors that a toddler could have avoided? Really? But guys, I swear I didn't want my boyfriend to publish this because I knew that this was going to cause me drama. I could just foresee the future. How much of a clown can you be in one incident? How much, dude? Her statement wouldn't simply just end here, though. She then continues, saying, as for the Google document that Kaplunk had released, all the information within that was 100% factual and drawn from the VODs. However, it didn't shed any light from Kingsman's side of the story, which I believe is
factual,
true. About 4 hours before the tournament started, I was downstairs crying from some of the misinformation and hate that was being spread after Kingsman had posted his YouTube video. Even though he had told people not to hate on others at the start of the video, seeing how upset I was sparked Cap to put together the Google document that he posted. She then continues saying he had told me that he forgot to finish doing something on his PC and then went upstairs to his setup. I went to bed as I needed sleep before the tournament as it was early morning hours in Australia. After a while, I messaged him saying, I don't know what you are doing on your PC, but I have a gut feeling you are writing a post or a document and I think you should leave it and come sleep. I ended up falling asleep and he ended up staying up writing the Google document so that he could post it before the tournament started in attempts to clarify things from my side. The clip titled, Zaza was all for the document according to this clip on my Twitch was after the document had been posted and I had already read through it. It was completely Kaplunk's decision alone to post the document in the first place. Yes, Kaplunk might be my boyfriend, but that does not mean I have control over his actions. Just like everyone else involved, he is still his own individual person and he has since written a public apology to take accountability on his profile here on Twitter. I never intended to offend Kingsman or throw away an important tournament to him as I still wanted to help him win. But if he is at all offended by any of my actions, then I again apologize deeply.
I'm sorry that you got offended.
Again, this would be community noted. The community notes did not let her post a single thing without correcting her, by the way. It would say,
literally the community notes are just story.
These are great.
These
are great.
It's like getting countered or just parried.
Fatal every single time. You're just like, I'm gonna change up my strategy. Fatal.
Just like block, kill.
The widow on hyping while berating Kingsman for being asked to switch. She was also on stream viewing the document with her boyfriend and approved it, linking the clip that we just watched. She would then finally say, also, just to leave a note here, I've limited the comments because people commenting were already trying to be misogynistic or racist as soon as I posted.
Oh my god, that's not being accountable is a misogynistic.
Kingsman have often limited comments whenever it is obvious the majority will give criticism, not due to racism or sexism. Zaza has already shown to be untrustworthy due to her admitted approval of the document by Kaplunk. God, it is just wiping the floor with them. Someone would kill the hell out of her before the comments would be limited, saying, said a whole lot of nothing.
Said a whole lot of nothing.
Most likely many years of this bullying behavior, these people were finally getting what they deserved. It was very satisfying and the entire community was very happy to see this. However, by now, many people, including myself, thought that, okay, fine, things will finally die down now. They posted their final statements, they said what they had to say. It can't possibly get any worse.
Oh my god.
Right? Well, we were all proven wrong when Kingsman would make an entire brand new Twitter account just so that he can post new information he acquired. This would somehow, even after everything we've just seen, make everyone look considerably worse.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
on January 21st, barely a few hours after Zaza had posted her long statement, Kingsman would create a Twitter account and tweet, hey everyone, I originally wasn't planning on posting this,
first speech
but the
kind of
first
messed with my
screenshot
vibes a
kind of
bit.
messed with my vibes a bit.
Okay.
So here it is.
I see you, King. I see you, King.
The document would be barely a couple pages long, and it would be very screenshot heavy. He'd start off by saying, originally I wasn't planning to post anything else on this, but I saw this. He'd come across a screenshot between Kaplunk and what seems to be the crew member he was talking to. This would be the continuation of the DMs he was having with the crew member, where he said it's between matches and rounds it flares up again. The crew member would say,
oh my god, hold on.
Clip anonymously, download the clip. If there's anything that can help us get him kicked off the team, don't worry, plenty of people online just as good. Kingsman, like everybody else, is replaceable, playing for the money, ... Get the fuck out. There's no bans. To which Kaplunk would say, yeah, I'll go through it. This is when Kingsman would say, and this is just blind speculation, but the fact that you referred to it as helping us get him kicked off means that multiple people were trying to do that on my team. Kaplunk is Zaza's boyfriend, and I'm assuming this message is with one of the team members. And I'm 99% sure it's Cece. So this was Kingsman pretty much saying that this wasn't with a crew member on the production team for this tournament. This was actually Kaplunk talking to Cece. This is his speculation. Of course, insinuating that Kaplunk was lying in his document when he said that this was a crew member. And honestly, after everything that's happened so far, I don't think it would be a crazy revelation. He'd then continue and say, either way, my vibes were off. So here's the DMs between me and her after I got kicked and posted the video right before the tournament started. These messages would start off with Cece messaging Kingsman in Discord DMs saying, bro, please do something. These fucking NPCs in my Discord server. TikTok chat, Instagram, comments, streams. To which Kingsman would say, I told him not to harass anyone like 40 times in my vid. If you have like Twitch names, I can ban them. To which he would say, holy fuck, they think I'm responsible for banning you when all I said was, okay, I agree, Basim. He was gonna boot you anyways no matter what I did. I wish you asked for clarification before you posted this godforsaken video. Instead I'm here fighting panic attacks and mass banning people on X different platforms. Make another post or delete the video if you really care. 20 minutes would pass and she would send another message saying, hello, do you have any response? Just like you want $40,000, I want some peace of mind for the next time I go live, crying emoji. God, even in these DMs, she sounds so violent.
That's a shame.
I'm not deleting the video.
That's
It's legit
crazy.
just a VOD. But I've already told my viewers like a trillion times not to harass anyone. And I keep saying that at the start of my streams and banning whoever I see. This is when she'd say, why not? You took my clip out of context before even asking me for clarification. You can re-upload the VOD again, no? To which he would say, the VOD is staying up, dude. I'm not taking it down. Nothing is out of context. It's just the 16th and then the draft from a viewer's perspective. This is when she'd say, you insinuated I was the one who got you banned, question mark? You put a screenshot of a random Discord message from someone else saying I was sus for going into a one-on-one call with Basim? He'd reply with, you said in the same video, I have a boss call with Basim. In the same vid you say, I greenlit it. I'm not here to argue, so... To which she would say, oh, sorry, are you uncomfortable that I'm taking no for an answer? Oh my god. The same way you didn't take no for an answer for an hour? Or the fact that the only thing you said to the team was about money? Like seriously, bro, why the fuck would I want to kick you if I insisted you stay after you said you want to go play ranked? Thanks for throwing me under the fucking bus and into unlimited harassment for X amount of weeks, if not months. Get your fucking clicks now, all because your own actions got you banned and you can't accept that. Usually I'd be mature, but I don't owe you that if you can't even see how you're in the wrong. You are an asshole for harassing Zaza for a whole hour and making her upset even after we said to drop, and now I'm getting that harassment tenfold. Kingsman would then say, sorry to hear that. To which Cece would say, stop lying, you're not sorry. He'd say, I mean, you also just got banned from Twitch the same day for your actions, which is a totally separate matter. She'd say, for what actions? LMAO, I said something in chat to my friend. That's something being KYS, by the way. To which Kingman would say, okay. She'd say, it's completely unrelated. He'd say, I'm done talking. Good luck on the tournament. And she'd end this with, you know, I hard defended you when Entei Drama fought.
Oh, you did? Oh, she did. She did, right?
With a bunch of people just dogging on me for being upset. Entei went behind my back to talk bad about you, and look. I had creators tell me how you're a crash out and that it's not good I got you on my team and I still defended you. I ain't ever met such a narcissist like you. Wow. Incredible. And if you guys don't remember, Entei was that one Marvel Rivals TikTok drama creator that we talked about earlier. Kingsman would then say in the document, she then removed me from the Discord server with Rivals creators all over TikTok where we chat. And apparently she was the owner, LMAO. Also on a side note, why am I getting messages like this, LMAO? This would be a message from clearly someone who is extremely mentally ill, pretty much saying that he's very angry at Kingsman for clarifying that he's not a misogynist at the end of his video. Going as far as saying, you're a fucking disgrace for any self-respecting human and I hope life R-words you by the very women you claim not to hate. Unless, of course, you change your ways. Anyway, this Google Doc served to show us that Cece was truly a terrible foul. Not once did she apologize to him in private. Not even once. She made herself out to be some saint who was always on his side and that she never did anything wrong. When Kingsman refused to go with her pity farming, she would really crash out on him. This is actually a real definition of crashing out, not what Kingsman did during the scrims. Kingsman would reply to this post saying, also, I'm so glad CC also turned the Marvel Rivals creator Discord from a server I used to know and talk with people into a CC Glaze server with my old friends. We see a content creator saying that she was furious with Kaplunk because he hurt so many careers. We'd see someone else saying, I gained 600 followers after making a video showing CC as the Antichrist. More importantly though, we'd see a content creator by the name of Ashlyn tagging both CC and Zaza Stack and saying, don't let these people try and bully you off the internet. I know it's annoying, but use it as an opportunity to gain favor from people who support you. The parasocials will forget about it in a few days when they move on to the next thing. Basically, it's free ad revenue. So CC would reply with, I just put 12 ads on my YouTube video. Yes, the one that got mass disliked. This again didn't help her case at all. CC would reply to Kingsman's tweet like in less than half an hour and say, I made a quote tweet. These DMs say the timestamp is today, but it was immediately after I uploaded my video and saw all those hate comments for the first time saying I was the ringleader who got you kicked, when I am not. I'll take the screenshots insulting you to the chin, but it is not proof of me talking with Kaplunk. This is when she would be hit with one of the most ruthless community highlights I've ever seen. With 9 different
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
CC was the
6,
team
7,
captain.
8,
She had
9
every
hit,
opportunity to not
9
only
hit
stop
combo
Kingsman
with a
from bullying and
biscuit. That's
harassing Kingsman
crazy.
even after the tournament, but also not do so herself. Kingsman would reply, ratioing the hell out of her, saying, that's pretty epic.
That's pretty epic.
Showing the screenshot of her saying KYS to I am Jabu.
Damn.
This is what got her banned for a day off Twitch. Here's another screenshot of I am Jabu on Discord. Someone asked him, you are her friend, question mark, to which he said, I don't know her, bro. Crying emoji. So the whole excuse of her being his friend and saying KYS playfully was out the window too. She would reply to this again, saying, Jambu and I spoke after. Him and I are chill. In the screenshot, Kaplunk has to explain when the team is arguing to this mystery person. I wouldn't need that explained to me if I was the mystery person. Heartbreak emoji. I truly mean every apology. She gets community noted. She did not truly mean every apology. Linking her own DMs that he had leaked in his Google Doc. I mean, at this point, bro, stop. Like, she's already dead. It was over. But it was also up to her to stop, to finally get off the internet. But she didn't. She would also quote tweet the post that Kingsman made, saying, I am in the middle of class as I see this, but I want to be clear, those DMs with Kaplunk is not with me. I would not know of any substitute list. Yes, I know I flamed Kingsman, but I have been trying to apologize since that night. Proof below, I sent it to my friend first and then had someone else confirm. I really don't want to be instantly framed for something I didn't do again. I have 0 DMs with Kaplunk. I already apologized for my behavior insulting Kingsman. I just want to move on. Please. She'd link a bunch of screenshots, and in them we can see her messaging someone, explaining to them the situation, how she had a panic attack and everything, and how she wanted to reach Kingsman after their very terrible conversation they had in DMs. But since she doesn't share the same servers with him, since, you know, she kicked him out of the creator server, she wanted this person to act as the middleman, to send him this screenshot. Where she says that she's ashamed of how she reacted. She doesn't want this to be his last impression of her. That she wanted to apologize. But by this point, no one was having it anymore. This post sat at 7 million views and all the comments are again cooking her. But hey, would you look at that? She still didn't stop tweeting. She still kept digging herself a hole. She would quote tweet that post we just saw and say, emotions are
damn, I didn't know CC was an earthbender. That's crazy.
Necessary. Please react when you see fit to me being an ass. I know I deserve the same treatment I dish out. I am not the person in the screenshot with Kaplunk. I was not the one who reported Kingsman. My apology the day before includes all my behavior. I have not been online since, and I've been holding myself accountable. I will continue to do so. I forgot to show you another screenshot that she included in that initial post where she has 0 DMs with Kaplunk. Again, though, the comments are still cooking the absolute hell out of her. This was not helping. But at this point, CC was absolutely cooked to shreds. Zaza was too, and some people realized, wait a second, there's one person that deserves a lot of criticism too that isn't getting any, and that's Luciaza. Luciaza would go live on sub-only mode, that way she can farm as much money as she can out of this, with the title, I need this, I'm kinda homeless, still not taking the situation seriously at all. She'd argue that she wasn't a bad friend to Kingsman, even though she didn't take his side and was arguing against him, by showing us DMs between them. She'd send him a message saying, Kingsman, are you doing alright? He'd say, no, I'm not. She'd say, dude, why didn't you stop? I tried to tell you to shush. He'd say, I did nothing wrong, Lucy. I'm going to make a video about it. She'd say, okay, that's fine, but I don't think it's fair to say you did nothing wrong. You were on Zaza for a while and you could hear it in her voice she was getting upset. He'd say, no, don't worry, I'm actually going to explain everything. To which she would say, well, alright. I'm sorry about you getting kicked. I was excited to be on the same team as you. To which he would say, yeah, same. Bro, I rewatched and you rage baited me so hard. What an incredible friend, man. She'd also have some incredible clips from the stream that truly show us just how many brain cells she lacks in that head of hers. Watch.
Oh my God. As to why I did what I did and why I said what I said. I did do it at wrong times, I do admit. But in regards to me telling him to shut the fuck up, that is the only thing I think I am 100% justified in, because Zaza said you're making me feel like shit. When somebody on your team is like saying that, I'm immediately just put off. And yeah, I don't know. That's the only time I'm only gonna like defend that specific moment. Thank you, the plug for the Prime X to.
Yeah, you know, I told him to shut up because he was making some valid points. Yo, thank you for the Prime sub, man. Yo, thank you for the Prime sub, dude. But it gets worse. Here would be her excuse for comparing Kingsman to Israel. Look at this. Just listen to
Oh
this.
yeah,
and
that
try
thing
not to
again.
cringe
Oh
physically.
yeah, that
No,
thing
I guess
again.
it was just like in bad taste. But at the end of the day, you're like, guys, I am a Lebanese Arab. Like, I have.
Oh no, she's
100%
doubling down. Oh
donated
no.
more. I even had what do you call it?
Oh no, she's doubling down.
Not that this is an excuse, but I'm saying I have definitely donated more than all of you guys combined to Palestinians. I literally have family there. I don't know really what. Yeah. Anyways, regardless, let me see if there's anything else.
Bro, who asked? Like, genuinely, who cares? What the hell are we talking about here? And if you thought that wasn't bad enough, I mean, guys, it only gets worse from here. Look at what she said about Basim for actually admitting that he was wrong. Look at this.
That one wasn't even like really. Bro, Basim is the biggest like loser of all time, and also a lot of creators are scared to like talk shit about him.
Yeah, what a loser, am I right? I just hope that she
You
uses
can't
all
keep
these
going. You
concepts
can't
that she
keep
got during
doing
the stream
this.
to buy a better microphone because my
Oh
ears
my
are
God.
shot. Here would be Basim's response to him hearing her call him a loser. Look at this.
Also, there's other things about Basim out there that, hey, if you want to look
my
into it, look
God.
into
Wait,
it. But
wait,
there's other shit
wait.
on Basim out there. And Basim, if you're in here, bro, you are the biggest sellout of all time. You kick Kingsman out, and then you don't even properly fucking clear shit up. And you scream and shout for the Kingsman for the Kingsman fans to all just be on your side because you switch sides because you don't want hate. You don't want heat, which is fine. But it's just
Who the fuck wants hate? Who the fuck wants fucking hate? Explain to me one person who wants hate. Tell me that for 1 second. And you know how you avoid that? You take accountability for your fucking
Okay, you
actions.
can't talk too much shit
My
though. You have
God,
no
dude.
fucking spine,
Figure
bro.
out somebody's wrong. You take accountability.
Basim
Wait, I can't believe this.
24 hours of the video dropping. But it seemed like Luciaza was missing so much common sense, lacked a ridiculous amount of self-awareness, and was overall such a nasty, vile person that it seemed like nothing could make her understand how bad of a situation this actually was. Someone like her doesn't just spawn overnight. You get to this point when you act like shit your whole life and never face consequences.
And then
So
no
it's
one catches
surprise
you.
that just before her stream, the content creator
shit.
Bro would release a video titled "These People Are Not What You Think," Cece and Luciaza in regards to the Kingsman saga. In this video, Antigro would reveal to us that he was invited to the same Marvel Rivals tournament, but turned it down specifically because of a few people that were in there. He'd say that 4 months ago, back in October 2025, Luciaza would start spreading some vile, untrue rumors about him. When faced with this, he decided to also take Kingsman's approach and make videos defending himself. He wouldn't attack her personally, he would never incite harassment towards her, this was purely him defending his reputation. When he'd do that, he'd be messaged by Cece, acting as a mediator between him and Luciaza, because apparently she was receiving too much harassment from her chatters. The reason why this was very significant to Antigro was because Cece actually owned the Rival Creators Discord server. This is a server in where all the Marvel Rivals creators were and collabed together. This was key to your growth. He was directly threatened by the server owner that if he didn't stop sticking up to himself, then he was about to get kicked. She was using her influence as the creator of the server to bully others, protecting her other friend who was also a bully, by the way, and threatening anyone who had something negative to say about it. It's absolutely
just classic
disgusting,
Clubhouse
but again,
mentality.
not surprising. When you never get caught for doing bad things, you just keep doing them. Additionally, during that time, this screenshot would start spreading around, where Zaza Stack says, "Justice for that guy? He is black, I don't give a fuck," referring to Kingsman. She'd make a tweet saying, "I'm addressing the screenshot right now because this needs to be made clear. Before the drama, there were imposter accounts going around and hiding behind my name to act like this. I would never say this sort of stuff. That is not me. The only games I have played since the drama have all been live on my last stream, and I have not loaded up the game since. I've also attached a screenshot of my last ranked game so that you guys can see that I haven't played anything more. The times in the screenshot of my history are in Australian time." Someone would reply with, "And we're supposed to believe you, why? You've been lying since the drama started." To which she would say, "I haven't lied once, bro." This reply would get community noted, and it would say,
She's getting ratio.
"I've never seen so many community notes.
She is getting ratio
in my life." Someone would call out how terrible she was at Widow, and how she should have listened to Kingsman. She'd reply with, "No, we won a game once. I stayed on Widow, actually."
Dude,
She
the
got community
counters.
noted. They lost 7 games out of 8. And of course, we can't forget Ashlyn, the same
Do the
person in the
math.
creator server who added CC and Zaza, urging them to not let anyone bully them off the internet. She tweeted out and say, I collected more details on this drama and I'm willing to give a serious input. My genuine opinion on this is everybody was being cringe. Cece, Kingsman, Zaza,
everyone's the asshole. No one is wrong and all of them
The best
are
thing for
wrong.
everybody to do is to not escalate the situation, learn from it, and move on with life. I feel so
Just
sorry
take the
for the other
punches,
teams
man.
who have been
Just take the
massively
punches, bro.
overshadowed by this whole thing. It's not fair. This was truly unfortunate and preventable.
Just
Should also
like,
give
don't
community
fight back
credit.
against the bully.
Saying this user has heavily backed CC and Zaza, defended harassment, and otherwise
Oh my
engaged in
God.
various character assassination attempts against Kingsman, including inventing false allegations. It will be unwise to consider Ashton FPS unbiased in any capacity.
love the-
And look, this was
I
her
love
saying
that these
after
come
reading
with
the doc,
receipts,
the plot
man.
stock, this is genuinely insane behavior. His community, who is being so toxic towards you guys, just tells everything. I would be genuinely embarrassed if I were him.
I
Referring
love that
to
every
Kingsman.
community
She'll
note
then get
comes with
ratioed
fucking
multiple
receipts.
times in her replies. And so seeing the backlash she was receiving, the fact that she couldn't deal with the consequences of her own actions just like everyone else, she would tweet out, CC is bad. Kingsman is good. Would you kind souls please stop sending me death threats?
Oh my God.
The whole
Tear me
thing was
apart.
embarrassing. Everyone involved.
We're almost done here. I'm gonna pause. If you do not want to get any death threats or so on and so forth, like, that's bad. No one should do it. Period. Point. Don't go after anybody, no matter how much drama they're in. Just point and laugh like like you're supposed to be doing. But
Just don't, you know how you don't get caught by being a shitty person? Just don't be a shitty person. It's really that easy.
And
It's
if
that
you're,
easy.
It's that easy.
If you're under fire or someone's under fire, do not get yourself involved. Just spectate. Because
If you don't do bad things, nothing bad will happen to you.
the moment you get in that ring is the instant PvP zone.
Anytime there's like drama happening and it breaks containment, because sometimes what I imagine is breaks containment from my drama-free zone, I'll be like, huh, that window wasn't there before. Let me go grab something to eat to see what's going on over here. Oh damn, they said that. Oh shit, they said that. God damn. Yeah, but I see, and I look at Night. I was like, oh Night, you gotta see this shit.
It's just like Phil walking in with the folding chair and popcorn. Just
It's literally that Leo DiCaprio what's called GIF.
Point.
The
point.
Yeah. God. Alright, keep going.
Was taking the side of the bullies was nothing more than embarrassing. The secondhand embarrassment I felt throughout this video is indescribable. Because throughout all of
It
this,
really is.
all they had to do was simply apologize. Not just in public, but directly to Kingsman. They only apologized to the public because they knew it made them look bad. And this would be after multiple
not a shitty
opportunities
person, you'll be
of them
fine.
doubling, tripling, quadrupling down, and only finally letting go once they realized this is unrecoverable. This whole tough girl bully act was not going to work. The entire internet was now aware of this. Moist Critical had done a video about it. I mean, everyone knew about it.
Wait, Charlie talked about
Yes.
this?
Oh, you know it's a rap when Charlie starts talking about it.
Oh, yeah, no.
Ending would only start to show up later. And it would be when CC would start to lose sponsorships. On January 21st, Infinity
Yep.
The bag.
CC sponsors
The real
said
death
they had been
knell.
made aware
The
On
bag
January
is getting
21st,
fumbled. Oh.
when CC would start to lose sponsorships. On January 21st, Infinity Mice, one of CC's sponsors, said, "We have been made aware of the situation involving CC during the recent creator tournament. While we have worked together previously, we do not support behavior that targets or disrespects other creators. As a result, we will not be continuing any partnership moving forward. We believe in keeping competition respectful, and we wish everyone the best going forward." This tweet almost has 2 million views and over 50,000 likes. Since then, people have expressed interest in their products because having morals as a company is something rare these days. But they weren't the only ones.
But
Solaris
yeah,
GG,
they
the
also
talent
he
agent-
didn't go on the comments, but he says, "What about Kingsman? We're literally contacting him now."
God, I hope he gets so much bag
in
for
which
this.
CC was a part of, would tweet a message from our owner.
'Cause
In it,
we
you'd find
can
a tweet
trust
by
humanity
you,
on
the
this
owner
for
of that
once.
talent agency, saying, "I've been informed of everything that happened, and as of today, I've made the decision that CC has been removed from Solaris and its creative partner. I want to clarify, Solaris and its
Yo,
staff,
removed
other
from the
creators had zero
group?
involvement in Basim ZB's tournament.
Oh,
All of CC's
shit.
social media posts and messages, the actions done and the insults said towards Kingsman by the group of streamers is not something I'm happy about or what Solaris stands for. Again, this tweet would receive a lot of attention as well, over 2 million views, and many people were very happy about this. But that's not all. Someone would notice that Cece in her links had one that led to Razer, even though she misspelled the name of the company. It seemed that she had an affiliate code. The people would let Razer know, linking a tweet that she made saying that yes, she got banned because she typed KYS in chat. They'd say, we're looking into it. Later, they'd say, we have confirmed that there were never official agreements with the creator and there are no plans for future collaborations. One could only assume that her affiliate code also doesn't work anymore. Cece had finally, for the first time in her adult life, received consequences that equaled her disgusting, vile actions. Oh, and while we're on the topic of Cece's adult life, it seemed like she had a very big problem with the opposite gender, saying that all men are liars and that she hates all men.
Always leads back into
this. It's always
she would express wait, it's coming back to this. It wasn't just consequences against Kingsman anymore. It was consequences for every bad thing she's done over the last few years.
It's almost from frame one that she's the crappy person.
Oh my god. Why is it always coming back to that?
When I first watched this video and I saw that little like Discord like image posted, I was like, oh, now I gotta like, hold on, I gotta get food for this shit. Wait.
Why is it always that every time there's like some kind of video game drama, it's like you gotta like it's not even digging. All you need to do is disturb the dirt a little bit, and up come the racist, fucking misogynist, homophobic comments that you made like 2 years ago that you're trying to hide. Like, Jesus Christ, man.
Why? Yeah. It's just like I'm just sitting here. It's like, why would you push that button knowing you will piss off so many people? Like, why would you push it?
Why would you push that button when people can screenshot you with a button?
And there is no amount of context that will make you sound good in that situation.
It doesn't matter. They have an image that will literally label you for the rest of your online career. It's a wrap for you.
Follow you forever, bro.
Because anytime I hear like popular person this comes out as racist, it's like, oh, well, I'm gonna move on and do something else because I'm not following that.
Yeah, no, this literally.
Cause like what? Why? Like what? Why?
All right.
Yeah.
So let's finish the rest of this last of this video.
Also, I want to say before you hit play, the Atlanta Hawks tweeted this out. It's that. Yeah, look at down there who posted that. It's the Atlanta Hawks. That's how bad it's gotten.
These girls are cooked.
Oh shit!
This
I haven't seen.
No, go ahead.
Mizu, I don't know if you will get this. I haven't seen a fucking like esports team get obliterated since the fucking League of Legends sirens.
Yeah. Yeah.
If anyone remembers that. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Not over just yet. This wasn't just about monetary opportunities and sponsors.
Oh my
this
God.
was about how they had become a cultural phenomenon for all the wrong reasons. The NBA team, the Atlanta Hawks, had made a TikTok about the Kingsman drama, saying how Kingsman felt after watching his old team get destroyed in the Rivals tournament, showing players dunking multiple times. A user would tweet, "Someone said they're pulling a Zaza stack in my game today. What does this mean? Someone inform me." Zaza. Definition, someone throwing not necessarily on Black Widow and still won't swap. Playing for the vibes also became a massive meme. There's a new tournament being hosted by the content creator Boger with a $50,000 prize pool. He would tweet out, "Happy to announce that I'll be hosting another Boger Bash next week. This is not a casual tournament, but I promise you, the vibes will nevertheless be pristine."
That's good. That's real good.
Right, opportunities were gone. No one wanted to associate with these people any longer, and they were truly exposed for what they are. This is the pure definition of consequences. It was very satisfying. But what about Kingsman? How is he doing? Well, he ended up becoming more successful than any of these bullies combined. His last few streams had reached thousands of viewers.
Yeah, we love to see it.
25,700 viewers, gaining 44,000 followers in
bro, it's going.
He's been receiving so many donations that he started begging people to stop donating.
Still have faith in the world.
$3,000 right off the bat. His chat got him to hype train level God knows how much. He has over 10,000 subscribers.
Awesome.
That's $50,000.
Get that university degree, man. You deserve it.
YouTube channel and just reached over 100,000 followers.
Still going up.
Twitch.
Okay.
I was there for the countdown.
Love a
He
good
has made
number
way
go up.
more than the entire 40,000 prize pool, and it couldn't have happened to someone
Yeah,
more
fuck 'em.
deserving. Additionally, Marvel Rivals developers sent him currency in-game for free so that he can buy all the skins
that's
for the character
awesome!
he's playing, Magic. Check out a wholesome clip for a change.
The Marvel Rivals devs just gave me units so I can purchase magic skins. No
Oh,
fucking
shit.
way.
Ah, that's awesome!
There's no way that is real. Wait. I gotta hide my screen.
Wait, was he a default
No
warrior?
way.
Oh,
No
hell
way.
yeah!
What? Wait.
I mean, our default
hell
skin
yeah.
is pretty
This is the
good.
guy who emailed me.
Yeah,
because he asked me.
Unfortunately,
As I
this
said in the
game is
beginning of
too
the video,
new for
this was a
them to
story
start
with a happy ending. And just in case it wasn't
reintroducing
clear
ways
enough,
to buy
this was
old
never about
season
men
pass
versus women or
skins.
any of that bullshit.
Yeah.
It's a textbook story of someone who got bullied and stood up to his nasty, vile bullies, garnering support from the public
Yeah, most
and making
bullies
them
just
face
instantly fall
consequences
apart the
for the
second you
first
stand
time
up
in
to
their
them.
adult lives. I'm very happy for Kingsman, and I hope that he enjoys his success. He seems to be a really nice
Hell
guy.
yeah.
And no, I'm not just saying that because he admitted on stream that he watches my videos.
W.
Viewer of my channel, and I truly wish you the best. My DMs
really
are
good.
always
That's
open
really
if
good.
you want any advice relating to content creation or
I
hell,
love
even
Mujin's
drama.
fucking
But I
Twitter
think you
icon,
handled
by
this
the way.
pretty damn well. I think you're good on your own. Thank you so much for watching until the very
really
end. I really
fine.
appreciate it. And if you want more content from me, even more than my YouTube
Wait.
channel, then make sure to check out my Stacked page where
Like,
I'm posting over 4
honestly?
different art pieces every month, as well as one short
that was
video
really
and a
good.
long video. There's
Oh,
always a short
shit.
video there.
Important.
Prices start at $1 per month. I'll see you in the next video whenever that is.
Yo, fellow
and, love you
Patreon haver, hell yeah.
platonically.
Wait,
Mwah.
Hold on.
What does it say? 3 Musketeers of Victor were currently having a communal panic attack. Leave now before I call you Israel. Damn! Wonderful.
Yeah,
That's
it is
beautiful.
like you wrap it up. You girls need to just stay off the internet for a good while, because there's no way that you can just straight up casually go back to streaming and it just okay, we're gonna put it on the bus. It was too late for you to do that, and now it's just like
really-
you're cooked.
So now you understand. You
Yeah,
now
no, I
understand.
get it. I get it.
Now you understand.
I get it. I now I understand why people were talking about fighting, like playing in a tournament like your life is on the line for a fucking for an air fryer. Jesus Christ.
That's
Hey,
a
it's
fucking
$7,
air fryer, man.
The $20, $20, you know?
$20 is fucking $20, man. We gotta play like $20. That's why everyone always says, like, whenever you're playing competitive, always play like you're playing for $20.
No, here's
yeah.
the thing: $20. That's a decent multi-blood tournament. Like the tournament is being held in the bathroom as usual.
It's just everyone was just like freaking. Where's the melty blood tournament? They point you to the parties. That's fucking awesome. You know the best thing about this is that like all that Kingsman needs to do is just you make more money than the tournament. You just like all you're gonna do is be a little smart. You talk to a freaking an investment person. You just like put that money and let it grow, and you're good. You're
Pretty
set
much.
up. You can fucking do whatever the fuck you want. Go to college and do whatever. Then do whatever you want for fun. Fucking happy for him. Oh, that's awesome. I'm happy for that guy. He's
Yeah,
great.
at least we got a good ending.